Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. If your blood runs cold at specters rising from the moss-grown grave, or bloody murder of the innocent, while the evil and the damned hold sway, now is the time to leave. All right, if you prefer to stay, come with me now to the strange and forbidding house that fades and reappears strangely in the mists of the moors where it is situated. A house of Cadmus Melchior, where the handsome Baron Mark Stuntton is making a request which sounds more like a command.
I want Melinda.
Must you invade my privacy? This laboratory is open to no one but me.
I was your son-in-law. I have the right. I cannot live without your daughter.
Melinda has been dead for 7 years.
But you can raise her from the grave. You must.
It's true. I believe I am very close at last to the elixir of life.
Then in God's name, use it to bring Melinda back to me.
No, not yet. Not yet.
You were so close to death yourself. What are you afraid of?
My fear is more for you. I warn you, my son. I warn you. Do not try to wake the dead.
Our mystery drama, The Spectral Bride, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Michael Wager and Joan Loring. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Never heard of beer on the rocks? No? Swell. The people who brew Budweiser never have thought ice in your beer was such a cool idea anyway. If you only knew how ice cuts down the head and waters the taste. Oh, a chilling thought. A downright tragedy with Budweiser especially. Budweiser is the king of beers. The only beer in America that's beechwood aged, naturally carbonated. Which means Bud brews its own bubbles, tiny ones, over a dense lattice of beechwood strips. The beer ages the best way, the right way, naturally. But add an ice cube and bloop, there goes all that extra effort. So if you forget to cool enough Bud, skip the cubes and put your Budweiser on ice for a while, on the coldest shelf in your refrigerator. Even if the wait does frost you a little, it'll be worth it. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
It's Frigidaire Factory Discount Days.
Frigidaire Factory Discount Days? What do you get?
What do you get? Get.
Coupons for cash refunds.
Cash refunds?
That's right. Between September 22nd and October 12th, it's Frigidaire Factory Discount Days, and you can get cash refunds when you buy selected Frigidaire appliances. You get a $10 cash refund direct from Frigidaire when you buy an FPCI 170T refrigerator, an RSC 36 range, a WCD washer, or a DCD dryer. You get a $15 refund when you buy an LC2 or an LCT 120 Skinny Mini Home Laundry Center, and you get a $25 refund when you buy both the washer and dryer. To receive your refund, just mail the coupon provided by your Frigidaire dealer and proof of purchase direct to Frigidaire.
Coupons for cash refunds? Where are they at?
Where are they at?
At your nearest Frigidaire appliance dealer. So have a good day on Frigidaire.
I warn you, do not try to wake the dead. And yet, who among us who truly believed that some power could restore a loved one could be strong enough to resist the temptation? Let us remember, too, that in other days an alchemist was a man accorded most infinite respect. Quite apart from his search to transmute baser metal to gold, his basic interest was his humanistic effort to produce the cure-all, the elixir of life, which would alleviate and end all human pain. To a man like Baron Mark Stuntton, the alchemist was a figure of total respect, almost adulation. And as for his daughter Melinda, but Mark can talk about her better than I.
That's a handsome filly.
A little short in the leg, I'd say.
Beneath that billowing skirt, how can you see? Oh, not the horse, cousin, the lady. Look at that. Take that wall. Beautiful.
Well, granted, the lady has a firm hand and an admirable seat, but she's a wild one and highly selective.
Ah, so you've made your own advances and gotten your knuckles whacked?
Cousin Mark, if I didn't have a natural fondness for you, I could resent that, particularly since it's true. But it goes a little deeper than that.
How so?
I am scarcely a man to be ridden by superstition. I distrust all philosophers, dreamers, astrologers, and most of all, the alchemist.
All right, I won't argue, but must the alchemist's daughter pattern herself on what her father thinks?
I couldn't figure out what the alchemist's daughter thinks or believes. She is too much for me. And like a good soldier, I know when to retreat and when to accept defeat.
But how am I to find out what she thinks or believes? Or what she's like?
That's simple enough. I may not have measured up, but I am still welcome at their home.
Can you take me there? Soon? When?
I don't know why I retain any family fondness for you. Your insistence on not going home without a bag full of grouse has kept us so late, the afternoon mists are already clouding the moor. It might be best to ride to Mantra Manor till they blow away with the setting sun.
Mantra Manor?
The center of your heart's desire. If Professor Cadmus Melchior is out of his laboratory and in a good mood, we may even enjoy some good mulled wine.
What about his daughter? Shall we meet her?
That will be strictly up to the lady, who has a mind of her own.
Does she also have a name?
Her name is Melinda. But if you'll forgive some friendly advice, she's as hard to gentle as your own stallion was.
Melinda. Not the way the name sounds.
What's in a name? But if it's your wish...
It's more than my wish. I know it as well as my name. It's my fate. Let's go. The alchemist was a tall, cadaverous man with piercing green eyes that gleamed like emeralds from the shadows beneath great tufted brows. But my own eyes had little time to spend on him. Instead, they followed Melinda as though controlled not by me, but by the spell of her presence. She had changed to a long, white, silken robe which clung to her body. Her face was impassive, but the long, raven hair danced in curls against the white of her dress and her skin. And her eyes, so dark brown as to be nearly black, shone with excitement and mystery.
You picked a fortunate hour, Baron Hayward, to visit with me again. Just at the evening meal. You and your friend will join me?
After a day's hard riding, I would be honored to accept your invitation.
And your friend?
Mark? Mark. What? We have been invited to share the doctor's meal.
Most gracious of you, Dr. Cadmus.
First, some wine. Melinda?
Bruce.
Thank you, Melinda.
Sir?
From your hand, even wormwood and gall.
I trust you will find my wine more to your palate than that.
Sire?
Thank you, daughter. You may leave us alone now.
I could have killed him cheerfully. Naturally, I thought Melinda would be joining us. Here I was, already hopelessly in love, and instead of being able to feed my eyes on her, I had to face some strange gelatinous potion ladled from a steaming pot onto my plate.
When Bruce first came calling, he used to look on these potpourris of mine as if they contained newt's eyes, bat wool, and dog's tongues. I assure you, it is naught but the best of venison, flavored with some condiments my daughter and I favor.
I've never tasted better. And I speak for the wine also. Your taste, Doctor, is impeccable in all things. But does your daughter not join us for the meal?
My daughter leads her life like a cat. An untamed one, may I add. And especially with this visit, I think she feels there would be less strain with her absence.
Mark is my cousin, Doctor. He knows Melinda did not choose to marry me.
Does he also know that I was against the marriage?
No, sir.
Well, I ask why. My cousin comes of a long and honorable line, and his wealth and position are secure. I know no finer man.
I will not speak for Melinda. For myself, write it off to the fact that no one else has a better grasp of my work. And I'm selfish enough to want to hold on to her just a few more years.
Why just a few? Have you so little time left?
My death is written in the stars. I'm not as selfish as you might think, but I am close, so close to the elixir of life, that I hope I do not lose her help till that moment is here.
And you will hold her till then?
I will try. The end is all.
At my age, I'm less concerned with ends than with beginnings. My remark in itself might have seemed harmless enough, but the professor or doctor was supersensitive to underlying meanings, and those searching eyes turned on me as if they could search out the uttermost meaning of my soul. I felt for a moment as though a ghost had crept across my grave. Thank you for your hospitality, sir.
You are welcome, sir. I apologize only for having no household staff. All my slender resources go into my experiments. That's why I had to ask Bruce to go fetch your horses.
I should have gone with him. I lingered only in the hope of bidding good evening to the Lady Melchior.
And I held you only to suggest that you forget Melinda.
I'm afraid that would be an impossibility, Doctor.
I was afraid of that.
You object if I try to call on her?
I doubt if it would do any good. But my daughter is her own mistress. I can only caution you that...
Caution is for old men, Father, not for the young. Still, I am here in its name.
What do you mean?
The mist lies like a blanket on the moor. Even Bruce, as well as he knows the way, could not find it to the town, let alone Sir Mark. I have made up bids for both of them. They must stay and be our guests.
For myself, I accept gladly, but perhaps Dr. Melchior...
No. Melinda is right. It's as dark as a witch's pocket abroad, and unseasonably cold for these old bones. And besides, who am I to stand in the way of fate?
Go in, Father, dear. I shall see our guests settled and safe.
Settled, but safe? God's will be done. I shall see you in the morning.
Good night, Father.
Good night, Dr. Melchior.
Well, Sir Mark, shall we walk together to the stables and tell Bruce he need not saddle the horses?
Or to the end of the earth and beyond.
Or to the end of the earth and beyond. But we should tell Bruce.
Of course. If you'll lend me your hand to lead me the way.
Come.
It's beyond all reason, wild, improbable. But since I first saw you take your horse across that stone wall...
There's a gap in it not 3 feet away from where I went over, but I wanted to be sure you noticed me.
How could I have missed you?
Bruce might have wanted you to.
I know about you and Bruce. But there never was anyone more honest and true-hearted, and he loves me like a brother.
I think it would be very hard for anyone not to love you.
Even you.
It's scarcely seemly for the maid to make the first declaration.
Does it have to be put in words? The moment our eyes crossed, you knew. I love you from the present dark to tomorrow's dawn. And all tomorrows. From this first moment to the last. To the grave and beyond.
You don't even know me.
And teach me to learn.
It will not be hard. For I love you the same. Tomorrow we will say the words. The actual words that bind us.
Forever.
Will you love and protect me and never let me go, Mark?
You know I will.
Oh, I want time to stand still. I won't grow old.
It will for us. You never will for me.
Even if we're parted.
We won't be.
But should we be?
I'd kill myself.
No. No, never. I won't allow you to harm yourself. Just never stop loving me. Never. Promise me that. And I can never truly die.
I promise you. And you will not die. We were married. Lived 6 months in such a state of bliss and absolute love that not one solitary thing, not even a vagrant thought of any world beyond us, intruded on our paradise. And then, one day, out riding.
I think your love is cooling. It needs reviving. Remember the first day you saw me? Feel this band of lace?
Before I could move, she clapped spur to her horse and headed for a high stone wall. The approach was too short and the horse could not clear the wall. His front legs crashed knee-high against the stone and the horse and rider catapulted head over heels among a shower of rocks. By the time I got to Melinda, she was dead. No goodbye, just gone like a snuffed-out candle. Dead. Of a broken neck. Father-in-law, in God's name.
I've been waiting for you, my son. I know.
You are the alchemist. Your elixir of life.
Another 6 months. But I have not yet found the key. We're both to blame for her death.
You knew it was coming?
If I had known for sure. But second sight is not infallible. And I wanted her happiness even above my mission in life. We both gambled and lost. Or perhaps I should say, all three of us.
Isn't there some hope that your elixir...
For centuries, that has remained a dream. Melinda is in the grave forever.
No. No, I'll never accept that. I'll find a way.
We cannot fly in the face of God, my son.
From this day forth, because of what he has taken from me, I renounce him. And I damn him to take his place with Lucifer and all the other fallen angels.
How easily in the heat of passion, of the agony of loss, the thoughtless words spring to our lips. How fortunate we are that so seldom are we held to account for them. But the Baron Mark Stuntton was not to escape so easily, nor his unwilling partner, Dr. Cadmus Melchior, as we shall see when I return shortly with Act 2.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
I would like to ask a deceptively simple question.
Okay.
I say deceptive because few people seem to know the answer.
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready as rain.
Okay.
No, wait. I think that should be right as rain.
Oh, well.
No, you wait. Make that ready as I'll ever be, okay? Ready as I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, the question is this.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happens this time of year? Huh?
That's it.
That's the question.
That's the $64,000 question. That's the one for all the marbles, right? That's the one that's on everybody's lips, huh?
Yes.
That's the question. Well,
Good.
as everyone should know, what happens this time of year is that Buick dealers are giving great deals on 1974 Buicks, which of course means that this time of year may very well be the best chance you'll ever have to buy a Buick. From the thrifty but surprisingly elegant Apollo to the dashing full-size LeSabre to the Electra, which surprisingly enough is the second largest selling luxury car in America.
Know it all.
Pretty soon, it'll be time to go indoors and hibernate again. When you do, you'll start looking for ways to stay warm during those cold winter months. Frank Lieber here with some help from True Value Hardware Stores. They have Arvin's Radiant Fan Forced Heater, for instance, to warm that hard-to-heat workshop laundry area or any room in your home. Has a big reflector to move heated air faster and a safety tip-over switch. It's just $10.88. You'll stay warm on the inside, too, with the hearty meals you cook in Presto's 6-quart pressure cooker. It cooks up to 10 times faster, so foods retain their natural vitamins, minerals, and flavor. Made of sturdy cast aluminum, it costs just $14.88. True Value hardware stores have a General Electric Chronicle digital alarm clock, too, to help you get out of bed on those cold mornings. It's compact in size and has large, easy-to-read digits that rotate smoothly and quietly. It's only $9.88. You'll find them all at your nearby participating True Value hardware store.
Time, they say, heals all wounds, particularly if one is in the early 20s. And loneliness was far from Baron Mark Stuntton's natural estate. Indeed, the extent of his physical estate made it incumbent on him to be married and to produce heirs who would maintain the line. And so, within the year, he had married well, unlike his cousin Bruce, still a bachelor.
Darling, why so pensive?
Oh, I was just thinking of poor lonely Bruce. I swear he enjoys our children more almost than we do.
I hope that isn't so with you. It certainly isn't with me, Mark.
Oh, Anne, my lovely wife and mother. No man could ask for a fuller, richer life than I have.
You find me a satisfactory wife?
You have all the love I have to give. Why should you question it?
It's foolish, I know, but every time Bruce comes to visit...
What?
Oh, I'm ashamed of myself, really. But it brings her to mind, and I ask God to forgive me for what I feel about a young girl who met its sad death so early.
We've never talked about my first wife before.
I must be growing older or more secure. But I do love you so.
Which makes us a pair of doves.
Thank you, my love. And now I must go up to the children's room and be a bear. I know how they adore their Uncle Bruce. But he does get them so excited with his games and fun, and I can never get them off to sleep. I'll send him down.
As I stepped to the fire to stir it up, somehow that simple exchange between a comfortably married man and wife had evoked another picture. That wild, tempestuous, selfish passion of 7 years ago. And from the glowing embers, the face of Melinda, dark eyes ablaze, hair flying in the wind. The face I had so long forced out of my mind suddenly faced me, accusing me, reminding me of all the irrevocable promises made in the heat of youth. I was glad to be interrupted as Bruce came to join me.
You lucky old sinner. 2 wives and kids like that.
What?
What's the matter? What ails you?
Oh, memories. More and more they haunt me. First it was only in my dreams, but now they invade my waking hours.
What are you talking about?
Melinda. What else?
All those years ago and still not out of your mind.
Is she out of yours? Bruce, how would you like a visitor by month end?
You? You know my hunting lodge is too small.
Just your old hunting companion. When the ground season is at its height, Anne and the children go to visit Milady and her Earl, and I would go to greater lengths to miss that dull, dreary household.
That's not fair to Anne.
Oh, not Anne, bless her. She's been the finest of wives and mothers, just her kin. Ah, for the sake of old ties and friendship, Bruce, free me for once from this deadly annual visit, or part of it. Invite me, when Anne returns, to shoot with you over old grounds. A man's retreat to his own company.
It would be good to ride along with you again across the moors. Selfishly, I would welcome the visit.
A whole month?
Why would you miss me so much?
Every second of every minute of every hour of every day. That's all.
My gentle, kind, and loving Anne. Shall we split the difference? 2 weeks away from your mother's patronizing me and your father's cold dislike.
I'm sorry about my parents.
You more than I. You've had to suffer them all your life.
I know how much you've taken from them, and I hate going just as much as you. I go only for the children's sake, and because I owe them some respect. But I don't blame you for not wanting to be there. So go with Bruce, and be free for a little while. But meet me halfway, just 2 weeks.
I may be longing for all 3 of you before that in return.
Oh, I hope so. At least that you miss us. And no ghosts will haunt you from the past.
Ghosts?
Well, didn't your first wife come from nearby Bruce's lodge?
She did. And after 6 years under the ground, she is surely dead enough. And you know me well enough by now to know I hold no traffic in ghosts. And so I went with Bruce back into the past. Did I really believe it had no hold on me? Was the tomb I had built in the darkest recesses of my heart for Melinda total recognition of her death? Or did some irrational hope still burn like a flame? That first night at Bruce's hunting lodge, we drank more than we should have and stayed up far too late. It was the darkest hour before the dawn when I was awakened by... Huh? Oh, no. Oh, there. I'm asleep.
Mark! You have come back.
Melinda.
Look.
Melinda.
Look to the window.
Melinda. As you were.
As I could be. It's the 7th year. And 3 nights from now, the moon is new. Go to my father. Make him bring me back.
No. Melinda. Let me talk to you now. Melinda!
What's going on?
Melinda. She was there just beyond the window. I could see her.
Oh, you're as drunk as I am. Nobody outside that window. It's 30 feet to the... There'll be no hunting tomorrow. We're due for heavy rain. Oh, my head is splitting. Let's both go to bed and sleep off our carousing.
I should ask for nothing better than that. But whatever sleep I had was fitful because, as Bruce had predicted, the rain came slanting down. The black clouds lay so low across the moors a man might have reached and touched them from the back of a tall horse. At last I could stand it no longer. I had to face the magnet which had drawn me back to my past. I looked in on my snoring cousin, breakfasted on black bread and brandy, and saddling my horse, rode for the alchemist's isolated home. Suddenly, it was 7 years ago, and I almost expected Melinda to appear out of the fog.
Yes? Who is it?
You don't recognize your own flesh and blood?
All I have ever had of flesh and blood has lain mouldering in the grave for 7 years.
I'm not so close then, I admit. But I was your daughter's husband.
What? Why should you return at this particular moment? Oh, first, come in. 'Tis foul weather. And chill enough in here. Alone, I cannot tend the fires and watch my experiments. What brings you here?
Melinda.
You are married, with a wife and children. What does Melinda mean to you anymore?
My heart, my soul, my only real reason for being. What I was died with her. What I am is a dream I live. A dream no longer worth living, especially after last night.
Come into my laboratory. It's the only place where there is warmth. What do you mean by especially last night?
I saw her.
Where?
Outside my window at Sir Bruce Hayward's lodge.
The sleeping quarters are on the second floor. It was but a dream.
I tell you, her spirit was there. She sent me here with a message.
What message?
That this was the 7th year, and in 3 nights the moon is new. She bade me tell you, bring her back.
No. I cannot listen to her plea.
Why not?
What do you know of science, any of you? The weary hours, the years of failure, and the curse of failing hope. The need for direct experiment and the lack of subjects to try it on. And beyond and deeper than that, the right, where the man has the right to meddle in the affairs of God.
That means you have found the elixir.
I didn't say that.
You must be close.
Close, yes. Close. Little hope of being closer. I age, and there is no more money.
Why not try it on yourself?
How do you suppose I have existed these past years?
On the elixir?
One person doesn't create proof. I can make so little, but I think it has sustained me.
And can't it do the same for Melinda?
No, that is so different. She has been dead for 7 years.
But you can raise her from the grave. You must.
Now reflect on one thing. If she could be brought back from the beyond, you are hers forever. Be aware now that if I could bring Melinda back, you would never be rid of her. This marriage would be for eternity, forever, till the graves all open wide and the dead revive on Judgment Day. What you are risking here is your immortal soul.
If I must, I must.
So be it. The time will never be more advantageous. Meet me alone by the gallows tree, and I will transport you from there to the grave where Melinda waits for you. And me. But I warn you, if you value your life, do not keep our appointment. Do not try to wake the dead.
A woman moldering to dust in the fetid earth, to be brought back to life? And if his first wife lives again, what happens to Mark's second? And his children? And most of all, himself? Could he live with both? Or must he make a choice? Will he be allowed a choice? In attempting to give life to Melinda, is he perhaps signing his own death warrant? I'll be back shortly with Act 3.
I want that sinus medicine.
Headache tablets?
No, sinus medicine. Sinus tablets. Helps the headache and the pressure.
Oh, you mean sign-off.
Exactly.
Headache pain is one thing. A sinus headache is something else. Sometimes your whole face can seem to throb with pain. You want relief. Take Sign-Off tablets. Sineoff, the sinus medicine that gives you a full dose of pure aspirin, plus a sinus drainer. Sign-Off, the sinus medicine that helps relieve sinus pain while you drain. And Sign-Off doesn't stop there. Have you tried Sign-Off Sinus Spray, the fastest known form of sinus congestion relief? It works in seconds. That's Sign-Off Sinus Spray. When sinus flares up, use Sign-Off tablets and spray, only as directed.
Sineoff.
Sign-Off.
Exactly.
Sign-Off, the sinus medicines in the bright red box.
My daughter, the Dallas Times Herald carrier, has what she calls some good news and some bad news. The cost of home delivery of the Dallas Times Herald is going up. Starting October 1st, it's going to cost $3.40 to have the Dallas Times Herald delivered in Dallas County. It costs more to deliver the paper because it costs more to produce it. For example, there's a worldwide shortage of newsprint, and costs have gone up 27% this year.
There's also a shortage of printer's ink, and that cost has doubled. Okay, now for the good news. The Dallas Times-Herald is still the best-written, best-read newspaper in town. This year it won more journalism awards than any other newspaper in Texas. And this year it's overtaken the morning paper in total Sunday circulation. So while you have to pay more to have Dallas's leading newspaper delivered to your home, it's still a bargain. And a bargain these days is good news.
It was the poet Swinburne who said, "We thank with brief thanksgiving whatever gods may be, that no man lives forever, and dead men rise up never." Certainly all of us could subscribe to that and believe in it, and yet we could oppose that other famous quotation from Hamlet. "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy." Let's see which proves more apt this time in this tale.
For 2 days I tried to find another world to escape to, but no amount of wine or liquor dulled my thoughts or dampened my hope. Fortunately, it had the opposite effect on Bruce, and so when I left on the night of the new moon for my rendezvous with the alchemist, he was out as if he'd been clubbed.
Mark?
Yes, Doctor?
You are alone?
Yes.
Then follow me to the graveyard.
Will the rain make any difference?
There will be no rain there. We are expecting.
The old man was right. From the moment we left the gallows tree, the rain had stopped. And high above the scudding clouds, the fingernail of the brand new moon appeared and disappeared as if pointing straight at us.
Come with me to the grave. For the last time, I warn you, wake not the dead. Let her rest.
Aye, let her rest. But upon me.
Reflect. She is 6 years dead. Who knows what awesome creature of loathing I am to resurrect?
Then if it be so, I will join her now.
It shall be as you wish. Step back. Now, the Savior.
As I stepped back,
Glowing sun.
I took the sorcerer's stick and drew 3 circles about the tomb. As he traced them, he muttered words of enchantment as he completed the 3rd circle with a great flash of lightning. The stone fell from the grave, and the coffin was revealed. Bats and owls rushed by. A rushing wind blew the earth, scattering the mold apart. And of a sudden, with a rending sound, the coffin lid burst open as the moonbeams streamed as bright as if it were the full. And from the skull which Cadmus had filled with the smoking liquid, he poured the elixir on the grave, crying,
"The heart beats once more with the blood of life. Thine eye is open to sight. Arise, Melinda, from the tomb."
And suddenly, rising from the rotting wood as fresh as though it had been yesterday, pale and cold from her long sleep with the black eyes flashing, and that glorious black hair tumbling about her shoulders was my Melinda, alive and breathing. Thank you, my beloved doctor, for restoring her to me.
My last act, my last warning. We should have left the dead in peace. May God forgive me.
A flood of torrential rain made anything but emergency action possible. I had scarce time to fold my chill and lovely bride in my arms before we had to drag her father to the tomb she had so recently risen from. Together we rolled the stone back into place. Melinda mounted my horse while I took the old man's. Darling, we'll ride to Bruce's lodge and warm you.
No, Mark, please. I want to go home.
In this weather, chilled as you are already.
My blood flows warmer every minute, and the longer ride will warm and bring me back to full life again. Is there any reason why we can't go home?
No reason in the world. Beloved, you're so cold, so cold.
How could you expect the chill of the grave to melt so soon?
Shall I take you to my bed and warm you with my body?
Too soon for that. You're not my husband anymore.
I am your lover.
Who broke your pledge to me? Remember,
Melinda,
you left me to rot in the grave.
I begged your father to try the elixir to raise you again. He said it was not ready. He told me he had foreseen your death if you married me. He felt it was God's will.
So you married another woman, and with her you conceived the children who might have been mine.
I did all that. But it was I who drove your father into bringing you back.
And now?
Anne and the children will not be back for 3 weeks. We have all that time together to renew our love.
For 3 weeks? And then?
Well, we will come to some arrangement, some place for you to stay, or part of the castle, or Anne back with her parents, whatever works best.
No. I want that woman out of my life.
Divorce. That would be next to impossible. The bishop...
I'm not interested in divorce. You will be all mine, or there is nothing between us.
She would have to die before
she'd give you up. Then let her die. Her time has come. There is only one way for me as what I was, and will forever be, your wife. Alone.
I was warned. I should have known, admitted it. And I was trapped. I loaded my pistols and mounting my horse rode for my father-in-law's house. And Anne. I had no clear idea of what my intent was. I was mad, of course, and possessed. I had to have Melinda no matter the cost. And Anne was in the way. At her father's castle, I found Anne in the turret. It was a mild evening with a soft wind blowing, and I didn't know what I would have to do after I'd explained it to her, like everything else in our life. She resolved it.
Hear the gulls cry in the distance, Mark. So strident when they are near. So mournful far away. It's like a sound I've heard faintly in my heart ever since we married.
I gave you all the love I had to give.
You've said that once before. I should have read it more clearly. I thought Melinda could be forgotten. Vain thought now.
Oh, and what can I say?
Say? There's nothing to be said. What can you do? That's more to the point, isn't it? There are no halfways, and divorce would never be recognized. So what? Shall you shoot me?
No.
I wouldn't want to force you to do that. I used to come up here when I was a little girl, and I would think, how lovely if I could step from this turret, spread my skirts, and fly like the seagulls, skimming downward to the sea. It's because I love you, you see. Go fast, for no one knows you're here. Take care of the children.
No!
Goodbye.
I love you.
She was gone before I could reach her. Her skirts spreading like wings, but too weak to hold her up against the crags below. How long do you decently mourn a wife? Certainly more than 3 short weeks. But Melinda could not shake her chill, and the roses, once so bright in her cheeks, seemed fading, and the luster of her hair and eyes dimming. To have her in my bed, she must be my wife, and I felt that only I could bring her life again. To save her, anything was worth it. The censure of my neighbors, the sullen resistance from my servants, even the disgust for my old friend, Bruce.
I'm as mad as you are to stand up with you at this wedding.
I cannot live without her, Bruce.
Was there ever such a wedding? At least don't take your pistols to the altar.
I carry them everywhere I go. No one believes I did not push Anne to her death. There is no one, perhaps save you, who would not like to see me dead. You and Melinda. Oh, God. Look at her in that white veil and pure white dress. Was anything ever lovelier? I was drunk with love and undeserved happiness. The ceremony went by in a daze until at last I turned to put the ring on her finger. In sick horror, I gazed at her hand. A skeleton's hand. The jointed bones with their shreds of desiccated flesh disintegrating in my hand. With a cry of agony, I stepped back and ripped the veil away from her face. Two socketless eyes looked blindly at me from the crumbling skull. Then, slowly, her whole frame collapsed inside the beaded dress to a pitiful heap of empty silk. Melinda was gone, and there was only one way I could join her.
Mark!
Take care of the children. It was all foretold. The alchemist knew only way Melinda and I can be with each other.
It was Cadmus Melchior the alchemist who knew it as a philosopher, and yet was as weak as Mark, who was only a man who loved too well. We cannot fly in the face of God, and, I warn you, do not try to wake the dead. Such is the story of the Spectral Bride. I'll be back shortly.
How many things can your family do together? Go to a movie? Go to a circus? Go on a picnic? Go on a vacation? Face it, in today's America, family fun is hard to come by. And with busy schedules, just getting the family together is not an easy thing to do. How would you like to have a little family fun every week? How would you like to learn together? How would you like to grow together? And how would you like to help your son get an edge on growing up? Cub Scouting is helping families like yours be a family. It's your help to ours. Today's Cub Scout program is just as much for families as it is for boys. So when your son wants to join a Cub Scout pack, remember to take along the whole family. That's what Cub Scouting is all about. For the Cub Scout pack nearest you, call the Boy Scouts of America. They're in the white pages of your phone book.
I don't know at what hour you heard this story, or what season of the year. For me, whenever I tell it, even on a summer's evening, some hint of old age always creeps into my bones. The fingertips chill, and my wife complains of cold feet. Mine. It does chill the blood. No doubt of it. And I hope it isn't true. Our cast included Michael Wager, Joan Loring, Patricia Elliott, Robert Dryden, and Jordan Charney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Now, a preview of our next tale.
You'll help, John?
I've always helped him. I'll still help him after I'm dead.
What? Oh, what?
Mrs. Loomis, you must leave now. After I'm dead, I'll come back for George. Mrs. Loomis.
Yes. Goodbye, Walter. Goodbye for now. Doctor?
I'm sorry, but there isn't a chance in the world. He can hang on for minutes, days, but we can't save him.
But I was just talking to him. You heard.
I heard nothing. He wasn't saying anything.
But I heard him. I heard him.
Mrs. Loomis, it's just your imagination.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Sign-Off, the sinus medicines. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is the official show date for the fantastic 1975 Chevrolets, and you can see them at the area's newest Chevrolet dealership. Light Chevrolet Company cordially invites you out to their big, beautiful 11-acre facility at North Central Expressway and Arapahoe in Richardson. Light Chevrolet Company and the beautiful 1975 Chevrolets both make their debut tomorrow. See them both at North Central and Arapahoe. Light Chevrolet and the 1975 Chevrolet lineup of cars and trucks. Wow, what a team.
I think people are oftentimes surprised by the amount of money we can save them on their homeowners insurance.
State Farm agent Bob Rain of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Certainly, State Farm offers a very fair, very competitive price on our homeowners policy. If you put the great service along with a very, very fair price, I think you...
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Down the labyrinth of time, men have worshipped many gods. Among them, the god of fire. Even today, on a small island off the coast of India, fire worshippers walk unharmed through a river of burning coals to honor their fire god. Another god worshipped by men is greed. The love of money, called in the Bible the root of all evil, has tempted men to lie, cheat, steal, kill. In other words, they too walk through a kind of fire, and some are hideously burned.
Christy, my love, call me King Midas, because anything I touch turns to gold. You'll be embroidered with diamonds, bedizened with emeralds, garnished with pearls. You'll be festooned with bracelets, anklets, necklaces, rings, earrings, even a nose ring of rubies, if your little heart desires.
Our mystery drama, Trial by Fire, was especially written for the Mystery Theater by Nancy Moore and stars Norman Rose and Michael Tolan. It is sponsored in part by X-Lax and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Webster's dictionary defines greed as the excessive desire for more possessions than one needs or deserves. Mr. Webster understates the case. Greed is an insatiable appetite for more and more worldly goods. Too much is never enough. A man so afflicted mortgages his morals and barters his soul. Such a man was Brad Stewart. Last year in New York City. No, let a friend of Brad's tell this story. Tom Hendricks lived it. Thankfully, I didn't.
Why are the rascals of this world so often such charmers? The answer, of course, is that charm is an absolutely essential characteristic of a con artist. Brad Stewart was so charming, and his girl Christine so blind. Christy was a sweet little thing, gentle and trusting. I never could figure why anyone as nice would attract someone as devious as Brad, or why well, what naive young girl wouldn't fall for all that charm? How could she resist a man, a handsome, charming man, remember, who courted her with such poetic extravagances?
Rings on your fingers, Christy, bells on your toes. That's not a patch on what you'll wear when my ship comes in. Sweetheart, when that happens, and it will, I'll garland you with diamonds and spangle you with pearls.
I don't need all those things, darling.
I do. You'll be embroidered with amethysts, garnished with sapphires.
Oh.
Yes, you'll be festooned festooned with bracelets, necklaces, rings, earrings, even a nose ring of rubies, if your little heart desires. And my girl will make music wherever she goes.
A wild talent with words. Another requisite of a con man. Was Christie to take that rhapsodic nonsense seriously? Catch on that no deal was too shady to help Brad beat the system, make the world his oyster, with a perfect pearl inside? She never questioned where his windfalls of money came from, even after he disappeared for days on business, he said.
I clinched another big deal, Christie. Everything I touch turns to gold. Call me King Midas, and you're my princess. Castles in the air? I'll build a dozen right on the ground.
Prince Charming, King Midas, and Christie the princess locked in a tower of love and innocence. An article in a travel magazine was to change all that. Brad read the article, grabbed the phone, and dialed my laboratory. Oh, I'm a research chemist, and that's exactly what Brad needed. Hendricks Laboratory.
Tom, Brad, one question. When you were on that trip to Ceylon, you went to a fire walking, didn't you?
Sri Lanka.
What?
Sri Lanka, that's Ceylon's new name. It's really their ancient name, and now
I don't give a damn about its name. You did see a fire walking, yes?
Yeah, what about it?
Plenty about it. What I want to know is this. Those natives that walk on coals, it's a fake, isn't it?
Well, I told you that I saw it.
No, I mean they protect their feet with some kind of secret herb, right?
Wrong. No tricks, drugs, gimmicks.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Look, I'm telling you that I saw them walk through a blazing inferno with bare feet and they weren't burned.
You sure? No protection at all?
None.
Hey, Tom, there's got to be an angle.
Maybe so, but doctors and scientists who've studied the phenomenon haven't found it. You know, I checked out one fire walker myself, before and after. He didn't put anything on his feet before he walked, and those feet weren't any different after they sank in coals nearly up to his ankles.
How the devil do they do it?
No one knows.
Well, the people who do it know they have to.
Well, not scientifically,
They're just not telling.
but spiritually they know.
What?
Well, you see, Brad, fire walking is a religious rite. Several people in Ceylon, walkers and non-walkers, told me that those able to do it have attained some sort of high spiritual development.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Well, you see, everyone can't do it. Only the ones who are really...
Okay, skip all that. Look, here's the important question. Fire walking can be fake, can it?
A lot of jokers have tried to fake it, especially fools from this part of the world. They were burned to a crisp for their trouble.
Well, I say it can be faked. Listen, I'm coming over there to your lab.
What for? I'm busy.
Too busy to make $1 million?
What?
I'll tell you when I get there, pal. Keep the home fires burning.
When Brad got to the laboratory, he was too on fire, shall we say, to explain the fantastic plan he had already dreamed up. He plunged right into ways and means.
Tom, I got the principle of this thing all figured out, and you've got the know-how to invent it. Refrigeration.
I invent refrigeration and we make $1 million. Well, you're a few years too late, genius.
All right, I'll explain. I read this article about fire worshippers on the island of Kamala. Their annual firewalk ceremony is next month. I'm going over there and walk on fire.
Are you out of your skull? What for?
Hey, listen to this part of the article. Wait till here it is. An island legend has long been held as sacred truth. One day, the Kamalans believe a stranger from afar will conquer the holy fire, will walk without blemish through the burning coals. The stranger will be a man of white skin, a pure heart, a pure faith. For centuries, the islanders have awaited this stranger, this favorite of the fire god. When at last he comes, he will be proclaimed high priest and king of the Golden Isle. Well, Tom, old buddy, you get it?
And you think that you could be that stranger?
I know I can.
Walk the coals and not be burned.
Not burned, singed, scorched, or toasted.
All right, let's assume that you can do it. So you got the white skin, if not the pure heart. So the brown-skinned islanders make you high priest and king. So what? How does that make us $1 million?
You $1 million, twice, 3 times that much for me.
Answer the question. How does King Brad Stewart make us millions?
Kamala is an island of jewels. More treasure there than in Ceylon.
Oh, fine. You're king. You sit on a gold throne. You're worshipped by a lot of superstitious natives who can't even speak your language. Fun and games. stuck on an island, what good are jewels and a gold throne?
Forget the gold throne, the jewels. Concentrate on the statue of the fire god.
Yeah, what about it?
Wait, I'll read you about that, gentleman. The trench of coals through which the chosen ones walk is 1 yard wide, 20 yards long. At the end of their fiery ordeal, a majestic, fearsome statue of the fire god waits for them. They kneel to him and worship.
So
listen to this. The life-size idol worth a king's ransom is solid gold, studded with unnumbered, flawless diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. Is that a few $1,000,000, or isn't it? Here, look. A picture of him. I bring that gorgeous hunk back to the States.
Wow, take it off the island? How do you get away with that, chum?
I'm king. I have absolute power. The dumb heathen worship me, love me, obey me. I say, sorry, beloved subjects, the fire god has ordered me to take the statue to other believers across the world. They won't even try to stop me. It's a cinch.
Oh, sure, a cinch predicated on the assumption that you can waltz over those coals without getting a hot foot.
A little modern science, that's your department. A little hocus-pocus from me, and I pull it off. I can even talk to the priestess without an interpreter.
Wait a minute. What priestess?
Where's that part about the... Yeah, here it is. The island has always been ruled by a woman, a priestess. But the stranger they foretell will be a man. The present ruler of surpassing beauty descends from the royal line that has ruled for centuries. Educated in England, she nevertheless embraces all the island's ancient customs and beliefs.
Come on, a beautiful priestess yet.
Educated, speaks English, but believes all that hogwash about a white-skinned stranger. Well, we in business?
Brad, if you're asking, can I produce a chemical combination that will see your feet through half a city block of live coals? Yeah, I think so. There's a chemical that expands into gas when it's exposed to heat. Now, you combine that with...
Never mind how you do it, just do it.
Has it occurred to you that Kamala belongs to India? I mean, even if you get away with the idol, you'll have bad trouble getting a priceless antiquity out of Asia.
Bribery does it. After this hustle, I can afford it. Now, let's get to the bottom line. $1 million is your take if you can air condition my feet. Is it a deal?
No.
No? You want more? Look, I dreamed up this caper. Why should you have more than $1 million?
Wait a minute. Hold your fire. You see, I'm not as greedy as you are. $1 million will do nicely, thank you. Pay for lab equipment I need. Now, there's something else I want.
What?
To go on this safari with you.
I thought you were about to ask me for the priestess. Sure, you can go. Why not? I'll take Christy. You take your girl. We'll have a ball.
I haven't got a girl.
Well, then maybe you do want the priestess. It says right here she's a knockout. I could probably pull that off, too.
Well, thanks a lot, but I don't think that I'd go for a doll who worships fire. Hey, but what about Christy?
What about her?
Will she approve of this hoax?
Little Chrissy approves of anything I do.
Does she know what you do?
She knows what I choose to tell her.
Take her along and you'll have to tell her the truth about this.
Look, I can handle Chris. You handle those chemicals.
Yeah. Well, come to think of it, I'm not so sure that I approve of this caper myself.
You don't have to approve. Just invent. And keep in mind, we have to leave by the middle of next month. After that, hallelujah, I'll be a zillionaire. Brad Stewart's avarice blinded him to a clear warning sounded in that travel article. I quote, "Through the years, more than one stranger has landed on Kamala claiming to be the anointed one. Not one man could withstand the trial by fire. All were painfully burned. The natives will tell you that the impostors were exposed by the fire god, who then cursed them with fire." Close the quotes. Close this act. Second act, shortly. pursue that magazine article a little further. Quote, the Kamalans believe and seemingly demonstrate that only the pure of heart can walk unharmed. Before the walking begins, a wooden statue of a man is flung on the coals to prove they are alive and cruel. The charred, doomed statue represents the fate of any fraudulent person who would test the fire god's sinister power. End quote. Now, let Tom Hendricks take up the story.
Just 2 weeks before we were to leave, Brad read Christie the article. When he finished, not a word about the swindle he planned. Only a question.
Well, Princess, how would you like to see that fire walk?
Oh, Brad, do you mean it?
I do. I've got some business in those parts.
Oh, but you never take me on your trip.
I'm taking you on this one. I've already reserved our flight to India, 14th of this month.
India, too? Oh, I've always wanted to see India.
No, I'm afraid there's no time for India, Christy.
Oh,
the fire walk is on the 16th. We won't even get to Madras till the 15th. I have to charter a boat of some kind. You see, all sorts of problems. You'll see Madras, but that's all of India you'll get.
Well, then, after the fire walk. Oh, Brad, we can't be over there and not see the Taj Mahal and Mount Everest.
No, not afterwards either. I'll have some extra luggage that I can't exactly carry around to check somewhere.
What extra luggage?
Oh, just some jewels I expect to pick up in Kamala for my girl.
Brad, you're so good to me. But jewels don't weigh all that much.
Well, they do and they don't. The gems I'll get for you will be bigger than any you've ever dreamed of. How would you like that 485-carat sapphire the article talks about? Yeah, value $250,000.
Well, but that's in the statue of the fire god.
Nothing's too good for my princess. Count on it. That sapphire, as big as an egg, is yours.
Oh, sure. The pretty priestess will sell you a jewel from the sacred idol for $1.95.
Sell? She'll give it to me.
Darling, dearest, you know you're terribly attractive. But sorry, sweetheart, not that attractive.
Want to bet? I'm telling you, that priestess will give me anything I ask.
Brad, you really do think she will, don't you?
I don't think, sweetheart. I know.
It was only a joke to Christie. Charming Brad playing a charming game. Some game. It was about that time, a day or two later, that I soured on the whole deal. I had put together the formula Brad needed and given it to him. I wish I hadn't. I went to his apartment and told him so.
Back? You want the formula back?
You heard me, Brad.
Why?
Well, I've changed my mind about it. I don't think that it'll work.
What do you mean won't work? We know it works. We tested the thing.
Not on 20 yards of burning coal.
Look, last week you were damn well pleased with that formula, ready to patent it. Now you show up here carping about how it won't do the job. Don't try to calm me, Hendricks. I'm a master at that game, and I can smell a con a mile off. Now, what the hell is this all about?
All right. I'm worried about Christie.
Christie?
Brad, you're tempting Providence. Yes, my formula will do the job. At least I think it will. But what if those natives you swindle catch you out just the same? You know what they'll do? They'll tear you apart. And then what happens to Christie?
Look, that stuff from my feet is colorless, odorless, transparent as water. They can't see it, or smell it, or feel it. How can they catch me out?
I don't know how. I do know that the Kamalans walk on fire without a formula. In other words, they have primitive powers that we don't know anything about. Oh, come on, Brad, don't go to Kamala. Or if you must, don't take Christie with you.
Worried about Christie? You're worried about your own hide, not hers, not mine. Then you stay home. Who needs you?
Christie might. If she goes, I go.
Who do you think you're kidding? All this knight in shining armor act. You're in love with my little Chrissy. You think I don't know that? You want me to leave you both behind, and you hope the Kamalans will burn me on a spit like a shish kebab, so you'll have a clear field. Now, I'm sorry, friend. Christie goes.
Brad was right. I was in love with Christie. A futile business. I knew that, but there it was. And the only reason I was still going on that trip was to take care of her if she needed me. So, all right, we arrive in India. We charter a sloop to take us to Kamala, an old beat-up craft with a single sail, 3 small rough cabins, a crew of 4. We sailed from Madras the next morning out of the Bay of Bengal into the Indian Ocean. a 3 to 6 hour journey, depending on the winds. Christy still knew nothing of the real reason we were going. Brad chose an odd, oblique way to tell her, but deviousness was his stock in trade. He struck up a conversation with one of the Indian sailors near where Christy sat in a deck chair within earshot.
That fire walk tonight on Kamala, the walkers, they cheat a little, huh?
Sir?
They protect their feet with some sort of magic potion, right?
No, Sahib. Fire walk is sacred. The god of fire punish unbeliever.
Oh, yeah, sure. I hear there's a big legend that someday a white stranger from afar will walk through that furnace and not even get a blister.
True, sir. When stranger walk, no burn, no pain. He will be king and high priest of Kamala.
You believe all that?
Oh, yes, sir.
Then, my friend, you'd better kneel at my feet. You're talking to the man in the legend. Tonight, I walk the sacred fire.
No, Sahib, you'd not believe. Fire god will smite you.
Who do you think you're kidding? I tell you, I'll walk where angels fear to tread, and I won't feel a thing.
The god will know, sir. You will feel, you will burn.
Want to bet? On your way, sailor. Go on, back to your duties.
Yes, Sahib, I go.
Well, Princess, how'd you like that little exchange?
Oh, you shouldn't tease him like that, Brad. They take their rituals very seriously.
So do I.
Sometimes I wonder if you take anything seriously.
Sure. The fire walk. I really am walking that primrose path tonight.
Oh, you're not.
I am. Didn't I promise you that sapphire? They're not about to give it to anyone who isn't the high priest. Tom invented some magic stuff to protect my feet. What's the matter?
You're serious.
Remember I told you I'd have some extra luggage so we couldn't traipse all over India?
Jewels, you said.
Heavy ones, I said that too. Heavy because they'll be in the statue of the fire god. I'm bringing him back to New York for a souvenir.
You are serious. Well, Brad, you can't do that.
No, not a thing to worry about, baby. Tom and I tested this stuff for my feet. It works like a breeze. Cools like a breeze.
Brad, I don't mean the walking. I mean, you can't steal their beautiful sacred statue. You can't.
Worried about a statue, not about me? Look, I'm not stealing it, Christy. The priestess lady will give it to me. Mine, free and clear. No crime committed.
It's theirs. They've worshipped it for centuries.
But I worked this all out just for you, a big romantic adventure. And now listen to you.
You did it for me?
Who else?
Then why didn't you tell me about it before?
I wanted it to be a surprise when you got here. And I don't even get to thank you.
Well, I guess I thank you, but please, you can't do it. It's wrong, Brad. I know it's wrong.
Now, sweetheart, listen to me.
Oh, but Brad...
So those ignorant pagans lose a bucket full of precious jewels. Not stolen, remember, given. The island is lousy with jewels. They can make another idol, bigger, better. You say they've worshipped the old one for centuries? What else have they done for centuries?
I don't know what.
Waited for, prayed for the coming of that white stranger. You think it won't be a big thrill for the legend to come true? If I'd get you 10, some of the believers have begun to lose faith. They give me the statue. I give them back their faith. Hail to the high priest.
But the high priest isn't staying there.
Does the legend say he would? No. Come on, Christy. Where's the harm in this? I'm doing the Kamalans a favor.
Christy let Brad persuade her. Well, hadn't I let him do the same thing to me? When we reached the lush tropical island mid-afternoon, Brad had no trouble getting an audience with the priestess. The article had said that she was of surpassing beauty, and she was. She sat on a throne of carved teakwood, and Brad knelt before her.
Royal lady, your god of fire has come to me in a vision. Go across the world, he said, for I have chosen you to conquer the sacred fire. I bid you hasten to the golden isle. Priestess of the god, I have obeyed. I am here.
Describe to me our god of fire, that we may know it was in truth he who came to you, and not another.
He is golden, like fire. Everything about him is like fire. Fiery jewels, hair like streaming flames, long fingers like fire reaching toward me. On his face a look that filled me with dread if I did not obey his command.
O stranger from afar, verily, you have seen our God. If you are a true believer, I and his subjects welcome you. You will see him again at midnight, when we walk the flames in supplication to the God. If you walk without blemish, we shall proclaim you High Priest and King of Kamala.
If I weren't a true believer, would I dare walk through fire?
Others of evil intent have pretended to believe, have braved the fire. Heed this warning, O stranger. Anyone of impure heart, the fire god punishes with fire.
Royal lady, I revere the God with all my heart. At midnight I will return and prove I am his chosen one.
We went back to the sloop, straight to Brad's cabin. He had to soak his feet in the protective solution until time for us to leave again. Christy was terribly frightened. Brad terribly amused.
Brad, I beg you not to do this. You will be burned.
Chrissy, this stuff works. Here, look, I'll prove it. I've only been soaking about 5 minutes, but, watch this. Presto. Cigarette lighter lights. Lighter flame held under large toe of high priest's left foot. Count to 50, Chris.
No, I won't. You really can't feel it? It doesn't burn.
Stupendous black magic. Courtesy of Tom Hendricks. Now quit worrying.
I can't.
It works. I'm proving it. Tom, you tell her.
Oh, Christy, it does work. Don't you believe your own eyes?
I believe the priestess. Did you see her eyes when she said the fire god punishes with fire?
That's pagan superstition and mumbo-jumbo. Look here, I'm still holding the lighter under my toe. And keeping my cool.
Well, even if you walk and aren't burned, you heard what that sailor said. The God will know what you are. Oh, Brad, he'll do something else to you, something too terrible even to imagine.
Brad was not persuaded. 5 minutes before midnight, the embers in the trench glowed blood red. The heat was so intense it was painful to stand anywhere near. The wooden statue, the one used for a test, was blazing when we came, as if anyone needed proof that incinerator was murderous.
Oh, Brad, please don't do it.
Brad, she's right. Give it up.
Shut up, both of you. Go wait for me beside the fire god. Hey, look. He's in place where the walk ends. Wow. What a sight.
He looks alive.
He looks like a dumb idol. Now go on.
We went. I took Christy's hand. It was cold in all that heat. Natives lined both sides of the trench now. At the other end stood the priestess, arms raised heavenward. 3 women and 4 men clustered around her. They, too, would walk, but pure of heart. And then there was Brad, head piously bowed, hands folded in a position of prayer. And then suddenly...
O sacred God of fire, lead the faithful and pure of heart through thy flames. But upon any who are evil, visit thy revenge.
The priestess stepped down into the coals. There was the most awesome silence. Not a sound from anyone, from anywhere. Night birds, crickets, natives, silent. Regally, the priestess glided down that tortuous path, straight to the fire god, and there knelt. The 7 natives came next, and knelt. Brad stood waiting. He could have followed the others, but he wanted his moment to be big and dramatic. He wanted, and got, top billing.
O stranger from afar, walk.
That magazine article gave another chilling piece of information. Chilling? Not a word that suits our subject. Again, I quote, "The temperature of the firewalk coals, measured with an optical pyrometer, registered 1,330 degrees Fahrenheit." Close quotes. Brad Stewart will walk through that? Or will he? Act 3 promises the answer. In Roman mythology, the name of the god of fire was Vulcan. Ancient Romans greatly feared the destructive deity. Not Brad Stewart. Reluctantly, one has to admire his rash courage, his arrogant indifference to the risk he would take. Apparently not a nerve in his body, he stood there, ready to step into and walk, not run, the gauntlet of 20 yards of searing coals, measuring over 1,000 degrees of heat. He had tested the insulation on his feet, yes, but not under conditions like this. Would modern technology outwit primitive mysticism? Tom Hendricks will finish the story.
Why the devil didn't Brad get on with it? Afraid after all? No. He was relishing the limelight, the suspense, and he wanted more fanfare. He got it.
Walk, oh stranger, walk.
He walked. I watched his face for signs of pain. None. He sauntered down that fiery path as if it were a garden path. The uncanny silence continued, except 4 words whispered by the priestess standing beside me.
He walked. He walked.
By the halfway point, the fire worshippers lining both sides of the trench began to kneel. The poor, deluded souls believed they were paying homage to their new high priest. The walk finished. Brad knelt, in his turn paying homage to the god. The priestess placed both hands on his head.
Stranger, who has conquered the sacred flame, we rejoice in thy coming. Bow to thy majesty. And I proclaim thee high priest and most high ruler of the Golden Isle.
She repeated that proclamation in the Kamalan language. The long silence ended. Cheers rose to the heavens, a kind of incantation, a litany. Brad came to his feet, faced the crowd, standing there like a king. He waited for the caterwauling to stop. When it went on and on, King Brad Stewart shouted his first command to his subjects.
Silence! Be silent!
They couldn't understand the English words, but his raised, imperious hand announced what he wanted. Instant silence, instant obedience. He spoke then to the priestess. Here was the final test. Would she see through him? Would some occult message reveal him for what he was? Well, give the devil his due. Brad gave a great performance. Even I, who knew him and despised him, was impressed.
Royal Princess, I am greatly honored, deeply moved, and it is with sorrow and regret that I tell you I am not destined to be ruler of this beautiful isle.
I cannot have heard thee correctly.
You have indeed heard correctly. It is ordained that you continue to rule.
No, it is forbidden.
Once it was forbidden. No longer. There has come to pass a new command.
But thou art the favored chosen one of the god himself.
Pray you listen, madam. I, most high priest of Kamala, have seen another vision. Our god of fire has once again appeared to me, honored me with his presence.
Yet again?
These were his words, his command. Take my golden image across the world and gather unto me new believers.
Sire, take the golden one from us. No, no, no.
Go at once, he said. Do not tarry beyond this day.
It cannot be.
They're not.
It must be. Would you have me disobey the god?
Without the beloved Golden One, we will sicken and die. Oh, sire, we know this. We have always known.
Listen well. The god commands that your subjects make another Golden One, which he will doubly bless. You will obey?
We will do as the god commands.
And all will be well. That is my promise, royal lady, and the promise of the god. I leave you now. Say to your people that they are not to follow. That is an order from their high priest and king.
She gave the order. That silence again, uncanny, somehow threatening. No one moved except our threesome. Brad and I picked up the statue. Heavy. All that gold. And started for the sloop.
How'd I do, kiddies? What a star performance, huh?
Yeah.
Abracadabra, open sesame, eye of the newt and toe of the frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog.
Never mind the Shakespeare. Christy, you all right?
No. The priestess and all the people looked so sad when you took their statue.
No, come off it, Chris. How about a little praise instead of worrying about those pagan fools?
I do worry. I hate it all.
Why did I ever bring you along?
Lay off, Brad. You got what you wanted.
You bet your sweet life I did. I'm rich. Oh, Lord, this statue's heavy.
Yeah, 3 times as heavy as gold should make it.
Like it's of iron, a marble.
It wants to stay.
Okay, that'll be enough out of you.
It's strange how heavy it is. I don't know how much longer I can...
Oh, it's a good thing the sloop is closed.
Yeah.
Brad, Tom, look behind us.
We looked. From the trench of coals, a thick tongue of flame was streaming toward us. The fire god had spoken.
Run!
Drop the statue.
No!
Too heavy. Drop it.
All right.
We ran, pursued by fire, by murderous natives. We made the sloop, raced on board, pulled up the gangplank, the anchor. The wind was with us.
Set sail! Put to sea! Fire can't cross water.
We're safe.
I don't think so. It isn't over yet. I know it isn't.
Will you shut up? Those howling banshees can't get at us. They haven't even got a canoe. Now quit bawling, and thank God we weren't burned alive.
That streak of fire that followed us. It couldn't happen, but it did. How could it happen? Scientifically impossible.
I'll tell you how it could happen. That wench of a priestess hypnotized us. Made us think we saw it wasn't there.
It was there.
It was there, all right. I could feel the heat. 1 more minute on shore and we'd be cremated right now.
I don't believe it.
Because you don't want to. You're afraid to.
Afraid, me? After what I did? I tell you, if you hadn't panicked, I'd have my statue. And now nothing. Not rich. Tricked out of what I earned. Oh, Chris, damn it, if you hadn't started yelling...
Don't blame Chris. That flame was as real as... Hey, look. There it is again on the shore.
It is. What's it doing?
It's taking the shape of a man.
No, not a man. It's the real fire god.
Formed out of that flame.
It's nothing but the idol. They carried it to the shore, stood it up, No, it isn't the idol.
No, it's twice as tall. It's enormous.
It's growing.
There's something demonic about this.
Oh, rot. That's more of their hypnosis.
Wish to heaven it was hypnosis. No, Brad, it's real. That thing on the shore, that god, it's growing into a giant...
I can't bear to look.
Look, for Pete's sake, will you both get your heads together? It's hocus pocus. It has to be. It doesn't mean a thing.
Don't be too sure, oh stranger from afar.
We're at sea. That thing is on shore. What difference if it... Ah, you both make me sick. I've lost a fortune, and all you can do is snivel about some stupid voodoo. I'm going to my cabin.
He went. Christy and I stood there by the ship's rail, watching the islanders and whatever it was grow smaller and smaller, while we on the deck felt safer and safer. Whatever sorcery those ancient people practiced, it wasn't effective anywhere but on their island. A fixed law of nature prevailed. Fire could not cross water. But Christy still had a sense of foreboding.
Tom, tell me it's really over.
Oh, honey, it is. Now, stop trembling. About half a minute, Kamala and his outraged citizens will be clean out of sight.
Oh, I'm so glad that they have their statue.
Yeah, so am I. There. Now you can only see the ocean. Feel better?
A little.
punishment, wasn't it?
Yeah, well-deserved punishment. Brad for the rip-off he tried to pull. Me for helping him. But not you, Christy. You were never part of it.
I was. I should have stopped him when I found out.
Well, you tried. You couldn't. Nothing and no one could change his course. The islanders worship fire. Brad worships money.
I didn't know before. Oh, I hope he's learned his lesson now.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, too.
That ravenous hunger for money gets worse, not better.
Tom, listen.
What? Is it thunder?
No. It's the drum. Why?
Honey, take it easy.
It means something. I know it does.
The natives have gone back to their ceremony, that's all.
Stopped.
There, you see. All's well. Oh, good Lord.
Look.
That same tongue of fire.
It's coming.
Fast.
You said it couldn't cross water.
No, it's above the water.
It'll burn the ship.
No, it's worse. It's aiming for Brad's cabin. Let's go. God, the door's locked.
Brad!
Get out of there. Stand back. I'll break it down. At the instant, the door splintered. I swear, I saw a streak of fire spiral through the porthole out to sea. The cabin was a furnace of heat. Brad's twisted, charred body lay on the floor, dead.
If all that is not strange enough for fanciers of the macabre, hear this postscript. Although Brad Stewart burned to death, no other object in that cabin was touched by fire. Nothing else even scorched. How could such a thing be? Only the primitive people on the island of Kamala have the answer. I'll be back shortly.
I guess I'm lucky. My family's always been healthy. Oh, a touch of constipation now and then, but we've got X-Lax for that.
Today, more American families trust X-Lax than any other brand. When you need a laxative, you can count on X-Lax for relief in the morning. For occasional use only as directed.
Why X-Lax? My family trusts it. That's why.
Now, you can relieve the misery of itching fast. Bicozene Cream has the fastest anti-itch drug you can buy without a doctor's prescription. Use only as directed. Get Bicozene.
Afterthought. Recall, please, this passage in the travel article. Before the fire walking begins, a wooden statue of a man is placed on the coals to prove they are alive and cool. The charred, doomed statue represents the fate of any fraudulent person who would test the fire god's sinister power. Fraudulent Brad Stewart. Charred. Doomed. Dead. Our cast included Norman Rose, Michael Tolan, and E.B. Juster. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Dr. Octus, you can't keep us here indefinitely.
I have no intention of doing that. I can promise you, Mademoiselle Sherwood, that you would be free to leave here in the morning.
And to catch my train.
And to catch your train.
Me? The way you said that, what about Mr. Hart?
That is quite different. Mr. Hart will be staying a little longer.
What for?
Shall we say as evidence of your good faith?
My good faith in what?
In a little scheme which has occurred to me, and which, the more I examine it, seems the perfect answer to all our problems. Yes, indeed. I think my little scheme will solve this dilemma for all of us.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and X-Lax. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. There are parts of California that haven't changed in centuries. Along the coastline, the waves of the Pacific beat on the shores just as they did during the gold rush. Mansions built in the 1800s stand ghost-like and untenanted. One of them, with 10 rooms, 40 windows, has been empty for most of 30 years. Until today.
They found Mr. Slade Brown in front of the fireplace, dead. And Mr. James Burns holding a gun. So he was arrested and found guilty of murder.
But James Burns said he didn't remember anything about the shooting.
That's what he said. But the jury didn't believe him.
Suppose he didn't do it, after all.
That would be a terrible shame. He would have gone to prison for 30 years. For nothing.
Our mystery drama, The Secret of Crow's Nest, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane and stars Mandel Kramer and Carol Teitel. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Why has this house withstood the bulldozer and the developers? One reason, no one thinks it's for sale. Another, there is no way to build a clutch of cottages or ranch houses off a road that winds like a corkscrew up a mountainside. So there it stands. Crow's Nest, it's called. A wooden mansion of many secrets, shutters shut, doors locked, the iron gates below the house rusted as they stand open. What happened here 30 years ago? It looks like whoever left that mountain lodge left in an awful hurry. But now, a visitor.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
Yes?
The real estate office in Trudeau said it was all right to have a look around.
What for?
I've got a letter from him, Williamson. Here, you see, permit bearer to, They told me this house could be viewed any day between noon and 6 o'clock. Afraid it's awfully close to 6, but I had a flat tire on my way up the mountain, so I had to leave my car and walk.
You aiming to live here?
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to have a look around first.
Crow's Nest is not for sale.
Sports update from WBBM. The unanimous winner tonight, Muhammad Ali, the winner and new world heavyweight champion.
And Williamson's gave me to understand that it might be.
Well, all right then. It's no use just standing out there. Come on inside. Now, if you wait a minute here in the hall, I'll go get some candles.
Why, they shut off the electricity?
Oh, we never had any electricity. When Mr. and Mrs. Burns lived here, they kept to the old ways, you know, coal stoves, wood in the fireplace, candles, kerosene lights. It was the way they liked it.
Mm-hmm. I guess you're the housekeeper, the caretaker here?
Well, shall we say I do take care of the place. I'm not much on titles.
No, neither am I. Now, let's see, the main hall is through there, and beyond that, the trophy room.
Hey, mister, have you been here before?
Why do you ask?
Well, not many people know about the trophy room, or where it was. I keep the kitchen here pretty much in order. I heat up a meal when I'm cleaning. The main hall is through that door. It's where the Burnses used to eat in front of the fire in wintertime. It's an informal place, you might say. I suppose you noticed those big logs that make up the timbered walls.
Oh, yes, very handsome. What else can you tell me about Crow's Nest?
Well, it was built by Mrs. Burns' great-grandfather. They say he made his money in the gold rush up at Sutter's Mill. 4 generations lived here. I'm real surprised the real estate people said that Crow's Nest was for sale. Now, you see, off the main hall are the bedrooms. 3 of them on this side and 1 over on the other. So, so you're thinking of buying, huh?
No, I'm thinking of having a look around.
Well, we don't get many people up this way.
Do you live here?
No, I live down at the bottom of the mountain, in Trudeau. I come up here to take care of things. Do you know the town?
Trudeau? Came through it on my way up. Tell me, how long has the lodge been unoccupied?
Oh, a long time. It's changed hands a few times in 30 years, but it's in good shape. See, this place needs a special kind of owner. You know, people who like the mountain. People who don't need other people too much.
Mm-hmm. Is that what the Burnses were like?
How did you know their name?
You told me.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I guess I did.
They say this place is haunted. Is that so?
People are always talking.
This is, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Miss Mantle.
Miss Mantle. I'm asking about the house because I want to know. I'm not making idle gossip.
I appreciate that. And if Williamson told you to come and have a look around, I'll do what I can to help. It's only, well...
What?
Well, if I say what I think, perhaps no one will want the place.
Let me be the judge of that, Miss Mantle. Unless your idea is to scare people away.
I don't have to. There are funny noises, but old houses always make noises.
Well, depends what they are. People moving around? Voices?
Oh, it's most probably in people's imaginations.
Yours too? What do you hear?
Well, when the wind blows down that main chimney, it makes quite a draft. Sometimes I'm cleaning in one of the rooms and it makes real loud noises.
Do you hear words?
Well, if I were a nervous person, I guess I could think so.
Who pays you, Miss Mantle?
Look, I'm not here to talk about me.
Oh, sounds like one of our mountain storms coming up.
Well, I'd better make sure everything's shut tight. That wind down the chimney. I'd be upstairs and, see, I'd hear a loud bang, a loose door getting caught by the draft.
A bang? From any particular place?
Oh, the trophy room. That door's awful loose.
A bang? Like a shot being fired?
What did you say?
I said a bang like a shot being fired.
How did you know? Maybe.
Has anyone else ever heard the sound of a shot in this house?
Maybe. People hear all kinds of things and they say all kinds of things. And when there's been a tragedy in the house, you know what people are like.
Tragedy, yes. Have you ever seen anything out of the ordinary, Miss Mantle?
No, never. I've heard things, but I say to myself, you're hearing things. And if I didn't tell myself I was hearing things, why, a body could go crazy.
It happens that often?
When it's dark. So it's mostly in the wintertime. When it gets dark early, I usually try to get down the mountain while it's still light, but sometimes you can't. But my Jeep takes me most anywhere.
There's a storm coming up now. I'd like to talk to you a little more. Come along to the trophy room. I'll start up a fire. Is there wood?
No, I'd rather not go in there.
Why not? A great deal more I want to know.
No, not in there. Please, not me.
That's where it happened. In the trophy room.
You could light a fire in the main hall. Good fireplace there. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd prefer it.
That's burning nicely.
You did that like an expert.
These old fireplaces. They knew how to build them in those days. Sit a little closer, Miss Mantle.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm all right where I am.
I did as you asked. I lit a fire in the main hall. So tell me what you know about Crow's Nest.
Well, 30 years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Burns, that's Hayward James Burns, and his wife lived here. He'd inherited the lodge from his father. Oh, goes back generations. They loved this place. They'd go camping, backpacking, hunting.
What about Slade Brown?
How did you know that name?
Tell me what you know about him.
He was a guest here. One day, Mr. Burns went out hunting and accidentally injured his toe, so he had to stay indoors for a while. But Mrs. Burns and Mr. Slade would go out every day together. Mr. Burns didn't want his wife to stay cooped up here just because of his foot.
You seem to know the story pretty well.
You couldn't help knowing because of what happened. One day, they found Mr. Slade Brown dead on the floor of the trophy room. And Mr. Burns, he was holding the rifle. He didn't remember anything, he said, but they put him in prison for 30 years. If he's still alive, he must be out by now.
Do people around here still think Mr. Burns killed his friend?
What else can they think?
But he said he didn't remember anything, that he didn't do it.
Oh, it was him. He had to have done it. His lawyer tried to say he was insane or blacked out or something, but the jury didn't believe that. You see, there was talk about Mrs. Burns and this Slade Brown. They must have figured it could have been jealousy.
You think Jim Burns did it too, don't you, Miss Mantle?
Yes. Yes, I do. It was sad. James Burns never knew how sad it was.
Sad?
Maybe there wasn't anything going on between Mrs. Burns and Slade Brown. But Mr. Burns must have thought there was. That's why I said it was sad.
So you too believe Jim Burns killed Slade?
It was his rifle. The bullet came from it. One bullet. And there was no one else in the house but Mrs. Burns.
Miss Mantle, I'm going to tell you something. I went to school with Jim Burns. He wouldn't kill anyone. Oh, sure, he liked game hunting and fishing and target practice and all the outdoor things. But kill a human being? Never. I knew him as well as my right hand. If he said he didn't remember firing that gun, he didn't. And as for being jealous of Slade Brown, it wasn't possible. Jim was crazy about his wife, and she loved him. 5 years they'd been married, and they shared Crow's Nest. It was their heaven on earth, this old lodge. Sorry, Miss Mantle. I didn't mean to scare you. I knew all about this place, but I wanted to know what you knew. Here's Jim Burns dying by inches in jail for 30 years for something he didn't do.
How else could it have happened?
I wish I knew.
What do you want? What are you going to do?
I want to stay on here tonight.
No, that's not possible. I couldn't agree to that.
Even if you stayed in the house?
Oh, not me, never. So, if you don't mind, I'll be locking up and start back.
Weather's pretty nasty out there.
Oh, don't worry. My Jeep can make it in any weather.
But I haven't looked the whole place over yet.
Well, you arrived here too late.
Surely I had to walk up half the mountain. As long as I'm here, what difference does it make to you?
Come back the day after tomorrow. That's when I'm at Crow's Nest again.
If you don't mind, Miss Mantle, I think I'll stay. I have my reason.
No, you don't. I'm going to have to insist you go. I'm locking up.
But I hardly spent any time here at all.
I am leaving here now, and so are you.
All right. Hadn't I better put out the fire?
Oh, yes. You're a strange man.
Why do you say that?
The way you suddenly gave up. All right, you said. I'll go.
I can wait. I've waited this long.
I can give you a ride down the mountain back to Trudeau.
Tell me, Miss Mantle, what would you have done if I had absolutely refused to leave?
I would have told the police in the morning.
What, that I spent the night here, that I was trespassing?
No. Because you are James Burns. And I think the police would like to know where you are.
How did you know?
I guessed. Are you James Burns?
Yes.
For 30 years, a man serves out his prison term for a crime he has no recollection of committing. Now he has returned to where it happened, to where he lived happily with his wife, to where his best friend was killed. It's unusual for Mystery Theater to bring you the end of the story before the beginning, threads woven into a design of death. But what we hope we shall unravel is the how and the why. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Finer voices than mine have told a similar tale.
It's 300 years old, and the plot is almost identical. Said Christopher Marlowe, to suffer at the hands of fate, to suffer punishment unjustly, oh, to outlive that memory, those spent tears, those unhealed wounds, and turn back time to the innocence of a happier day. Now to the present, from Marlowe to Mystery Theater, to a woman who guards a haunted house, and a man who has served his time.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Keep trying.
Oh, no, better not. It's probably flooded.
Okay, well, wait. More than coming down so hard, we could walk.
Huh, would you? It's 5 miles.
Oh, I often have. Come back. Should we go back inside?
I don't think we have any choice.
Well, I got the fire started again. Where will you sleep, Miss Mantle?
In the kitchen. I can light the stove. It'll be warm enough. Mr. Burns, why did you come back to Crow's Nest pretending you wanted to buy this place?
I'm here to find out something. What happened there in that trophy room 30 years ago is known only to the Lord himself. Slade is dead. My memory's dead. I've been waiting a long time to find out.
Do you think the walls will speak to you?
I suppose it depends on who is haunting this place.
I think you're crazy.
A lot of people have said that. Did you know me 30 years ago?
I didn't recognize you today, if that's what you mean.
Because of this beard. This big, white, bushy beard I grew in jail.
No, not only that. Your eyes are different. Even your voice isn't the same. A man of 55 is not much like a boy of 25.
Yeah, when you've lived longer in a cell than in a house, you change a great deal.
But there's always something, though, some little thing.
Back then, you did know me.
Yes.
Did I know you?
I don't think you did. Not very well.
Incredible. I guess you saw me around here in Trudeau, maybe?
I did. There and other places.
I'm sorry to say that I don't recall you.
White hair changes a woman, too.
All right. Good night, then. I'll take this candle. You take the other one. I'm going into the trophy room.
No, please don't.
Why? Why do you care?
I wish you wouldn't go in there.
I must. Don't you understand?
No, there's wickedness in there.
This was my house. And that room is my only way to find out.
Not at night. Can't you wait till it's daylight?
Miss Mantle, why do you care what room I go to? Good night.
Let me go in with you for a moment to see if there's a proper place for you to sleep. Most of the furniture was taken away years ago.
Look at that. It hasn't changed much. Just as I remember it. Can't believe that no one's been in here in all these years. So clean. Miss Mantle, you never came in here?
I used to. Sometimes. In the middle of the day. But not in the last few years. I'm not as strong as I was.
I tell you, it's a miracle. Look here, the glass on the gun case is just as it was. Not a crack in it. A lot of beautiful historic rifles used to stand in there.
Are you going to stay in here the whole night?
I don't know for how long, Miss Mantle.
Well, where will you sleep? There's not a stick of furniture.
I'll start this fire, lie down on the hearth. The mantelpiece, how smooth it is. And the paneling. Where is it now? Where is that?
Well, there's nothing on the mantelpiece, I'm afraid, but dust.
Ah, yes, there is. It's still there.
What is?
And this wood panel over the center of the fireplace.
What did you find?
A bullet hole. It's still here. That bullet hole.
Was that made by the shot that
killed Slade? I believe it was. Good night, Miss Mantle.
You are absolutely certain you wish to remain in this room?
The answer is definitely yes. Now, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, and Miss Mantle, should you hear any sounds or voices in the night, it will only be me.
You're going to talk to yourself?
And to whatever spirits these four walls contain. You should be able to get a good night's rest. The storm is passing over. So remember, if you hear anyone talking, it's most likely me.
Good night. I have come back, Slade. Slade, do you hear me? I, Hayward James Burns. I'm standing in exactly the same spot where I stood 30 years ago. Why did you die, Slade? Who shot you? You must have the answer. Do you remember Jeff Conroy? He was at school with us. Jeff was my lawyer. The day I was found guilty of killing you, Jeff came to my cell. I asked him the same question.
Jimmy, I feel awful. I'm terribly sorry, but we didn't have a chance. There's nothing I could do.
Who killed him, Jeff? Who was it? Why was he killed?
You don't remember anything still
about that night? I've told you over and over, Jeff. I told it all on the witness stand.
We tried. We said you blacked out. Don't you remember? They didn't believe us.
You did your best. But there's a reason for all this. There's got to be. If I did shoot Slade, why don't I remember?
I think the jury suspected you were jealous of Slade.
All that talk about Martha and Slade, it wasn't true. Not Slade. He would never have come between Martha and me. Never.
It would have helped if we could have gotten her to the stand.
Couldn't those 12 good men and true get it through their heads that she's still in shock? In a hospital? The doctor said she might endanger her life if we had her testify. Couldn't they understand that?
Well, sure, Jimmy. They believe she was ill from the shock. But what brought that shock about is what turned the verdict against you.
Stupid fools.
If only you could remember, Jim.
Jeff, I swear to you, as I did the first day you undertook to defend me, I do not remember.
Sure, I believe that. Well, I'm getting up an appeal. That'll help gain us time. And by the time the case is heard again, Martha will have recovered enough to testify.
Poor girl, what I've brought on her head.
She's our only hope. If Martha tells what she knows, she might save you.
You mean save my life?
Oh, no. The death penalty doesn't exist in this state. But the judge could hang 20 to 30 years around your neck.
Good Lord, Jeff, I'll be an old man by then.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going now. And as soon as Martha is well enough, I'll go see her. Pray every day, too. Everything helps. Martha? Martha, it's me, Jeff Conroy. How's it going?
Oh, hello, Jeff. Pretty well, I guess. When are they going to let me get out of bed?
Oh, I talked to the doctors, and they said in a week or two. Isn't that good news?
I don't understand, Jeff. Where is everybody?
I'm the first person who's been allowed to see you. And I sure had to pull out the strings to do it.
Where's Jimmy? Has he been to see me?
Don't you know?
Well, it's all been such a whirl in my head. I don't even know why I'm in the hospital. Nobody tells you anything here.
Oh, well, you suffered a shock.
Oh, what kind of a shock? Why isn't Jimmy here?
He'd be here if he could. Martha, the reason I'm here, and I'm here not only as a friend, but...
I want to know how long I've been in this place. What did I do? What do you mean, shocked?
Hey, hold on, Martha. One question at a time, huh? I want you to try to remember...
Look, Jeff, stop playing with me. How long have I been here?
4 weeks.
I've been in the hospital for 4 weeks.
Well, you were sort of in a coma, and then you were delirious, and the doctors thought it advisable to remain quiet until you got better.
4 weeks?
Martha, this is very important. I'm talking to you not only as an old friend, but as Jimmy's lawyer.
Lawyer?
Do you remember that night at Crow's Nest that you and Slade Brown had been out backpacking and you came home around dinner time?
Slade? Yes. Yes, I think so. Jimmy had shot his own toe off or something equally stupid, and he was laid up all week. I think he couldn't make the day trips with Slade and me.
Do you remember what happened when you and Slade came back?
Came back? When? We went out each day on different trails. You know, sometimes to Mount Baldy, sometimes to the Clay Pass. Which day? Why?
Well, on this day, Slade and Jimmy had a fight about something.
They did?
Well, Jimmy was cleaning one of his guns in the trophy room. Do you remember now? It was a quarrel.
Oh, why don't you ask Slade? Maybe he remembers.
You don't recall having been in the trophy room with Slade Brown and your husband and a gun going off.
What?
What happened, Martha? What happened?
A gun? Whose gun? Why don't you ask Slade? I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't ask Slade. He's dead.
Oh, no.
Martha, try to remember, please.
Yes. Yes, that time Yes. Slade and Jimmy. I brought them drinks. They were angry. They were both very angry. Jimmy, he said things.
And then?
I don't know.
You mean you don't remember anymore?
Slade is dead?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Martha, Jimmy's been found guilty of killing him. I have an appeal in the works, but I need a witness. You're the only one who can save him.
I wish I were dreaming all this.
Won't you please try to tell me?
I can't tell you anything, Jeff. I wasn't there.
You left the room?
I walked out of the trophy room, and they stayed in there. What they said and what they did, I don't know. And after that, I remember absolutely nothing.
You're sure now? You're sure? You don't remember the police arriving or anything?
What police? No, I don't remember any of that. Just waking up and being here.
So you went out in the room, you saw nothing, and you heard nothing.
All I know is I wasn't in that room.
Okay. I guess that's what I'll have to tell Jimmy.
If Martha says she wasn't in the trophy room, that's the truth, Jeff. I've never known her to lie.
Yes? Who knows?
Why do you say who knows?
Well, Jimmy, I'll tell you why. After years of practicing law, you develop an instinct when a person is telling the truth and when he isn't. In your case, I'll be honest with you, I do believe your mind went blank. I do believe you don't remember what happened that night. Unfortunately, all the evidence of fingerprints in your rifle where Slade's body fell, the bullet they dug out of the wall, all of this is irrefutable. But you still, and I honestly believe this, are telling me the truth. But in the hospital yesterday when I talked to Martha, Jimmy, I didn't believe her. I sensed she knew something she wasn't about to tell me.
Does she know now that I've been sentenced for murder? That I'm here in prison?
She didn't know, but I told her.
Does she know Slade is dead?
Yes. And Jimmy, believe me, the way she took that, it was strange. Very strange. I can't say any more.
No, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Jimmy, I know you love Martha, but what came across to me was that of the two men who were in your trophy room together...
I know what you're going to say, Jeff. That she was heartbroken. Slade was killed. Well, why shouldn't she be?
Oh, no, it was more than that, Jimmy. I had the strong impression that her sorrow was because the wrong man had died.
What so many of our tales of mystery boil down to is who is telling the truth. One has to weigh that question against who has got the most to lose or the most to gain by lying. Hayward James Burns has already paid society's price. What he has to gain now is peace of mind. And what of his wife of 30 years ago? Where is she now? We will undoubtedly have all the answers when I return shortly with Act 3.
This is WBBM Chicago News Radio 78. 72 degrees at Midway, 4 minutes after 11 o'clock. Muhammad Ali has regained his World Championship boxing crown.
Is it possible for a man to will the past to life? To force himself to remember the forgotten? 30 years ago, in a mountain lodge high in the California hills, a man was shot to death. Another man was accused, sentenced, and served time for a crime he cannot remember committing. Now, alone in the very room where death took place, he agonizes over that blank in his memory.
Slade! Slade, come back to me! Make me remember what happened!
Mr. Burns! Mr. Burns! Mr. Burns, are you all right?
Go away! Go away! I'm fine, I'm all right.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Burns. Who can sleep with such goings on?
What are you saying?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I permitted you to remain in that room on condition you'd be quiet and not make a fuss. All this shouting and screaming, it's too much. Do you understand, Mr. Burns? It's too much.
I'm sorry, Miss Mantle. I'll do my best to keep my voice down.
Such a night. They should never have let you come up here. It was a big mistake.
I said I'd be quiet. Now, will you please go?
Whatever are you doing in that room? That's what I'd like to know.
Get out. Get out before I lose my temper. Now go! Slade, I'm standing on the exact spot where I was. I'm looking out the window, and I see you and Martha coming back to the lodge. You're walking slowly, holding hands. Martha's whispering something into your ear. She's pointing to this window. Neither of you can see me. I'm standing behind a curtain, Slade. I want you to come up here to the trophy room. Do you hear me, Slade?
Hi, Jim, old buddy. How's the foot? Huh. See you standing up, putting some weight on it.
You and Martha have a good time?
Found a new trail and deer. Too bad it's not the hunting season.
Oh, which way'd you go?
Oh, we took the North Fork up by Old Baldy. You know, this morning when we left at 5, you was still snoozing away. Martha and I want to try the same trail tomorrow if the weather holds out and just keep going a little further. Say, where is that wife of yours? I told her to fix me a drink and come on in.
I hate to be laid up like this, miss all those hikes.
Oh, that toe ought to heal soon. I mean, I'd like to be sympathetic, old buddy, but it sure was stupid shooting yourself in the foot.
Oh, I agree entirely. That jittery old New England hunting rifle. You know, when I'm loading her, I always point her down at the ground. Well, my foot must have slipped on a rock, and away she went. Lucky it was only a toe.
Hey, Martha, hurry it up with that drink, huh? You know, Jimmy, old buddy, you sure got a lot of beauties in this gun case.
Oh, you like them? Most of these are black powder guns. Now, here's one. Heft that. That's called the Connecticut Valley. Actually, it's a spitting image of a Kentucky rifle. And here's one that was used by my great-grandfather when he came over from Kentucky Territory. You know, since I have so much time in my hands, I've been pulling them down and giving them all a cleaning.
Hey, maybe I'll come back here for the deer season.
I wish you would. You could use this gun. You know, this is so accurate that in the old days, a frontiersman could bring down a squirrel from the top of a tree or drop a deer at 100 yards with it. Look at the lock plate. Just look at that workmanship. Go on, heft it. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, hello, Martha.
Oh, what a perfect day it's been. Oh, sorry you couldn't be with us, Jimmy. Here you are, Slade. Here's your glass.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I almost spilled it. I don't know what I have to be nervous about. And one for you, too, Jimmy.
Where's yours, honey?
Oh, I didn't feel much like a drink.
You don't look like you need to pick me up. Your cheeks are all flushed. You look great.
I'm still picking leaves and twigs out of my hair. Slade and I found this little valley on the other side of Old Baldy, completely protected. I don't think a human being's been there since the beginning of time.
Well, cheers, Martha. Cheers, Jimmy.
Cheers.
Well, now that I've brought you boys your drinks, I'm going down to do something about dinner. Slade said he'd like a big fat steak. Would that suit you, Jimmy?
Anything Slade wants is all right with me.
Oh, and I made a chestnut pie for dessert.
Hey, no kidding. That's my favorite.
See, old pal, you come up here for a week of backpacking and you get the royal treatment.
I'll call you both as soon as it's on the table.
Slade, can I ask you something?
Why, anything at all, old buddy.
How come you never got married?
Oh, you know why?
Must have been other girls.
I kid you not. When Martha chose you, I knew I'd never find anybody I cared for as much, so I just stopped looking.
Did you ever tell Martha that?
No, never did. Until this week. The day after you were laid up, remember, she was so disappointed to have to take to the trails alone. I said, well, I'll go along.
You didn't take much convincing.
Well, I came up here to get some outdoor air in my lungs. I didn't know you couldn't shoot straight. Well, anyway, that first day on the trail, we sort of got talking. And I said, what was it like being married to you for 5 years? And she said, why? And I said, well, just that I'd never gotten her out of my mind.
Slade, I've been doing a lot of thinking this past week. You two going off every day alone?
Oh, now come on, old buddy.
Wondering if I were you, and you were in my shoes, stuck here, what would I have done?
About what?
Staking a claim.
Oh, now, Jimmy, old buddy, you got me all wrong.
Don't old buddy me, old pal. I know just what you two have been up to.
Well, you must be crazy.
Martha, the way she looks at you.
Now, you letting your imagination get the best of you. If it makes any difference to you, I'll pack up and go back home to San Francisco tonight. I don't want to make any enemies.
I'll run for it,
And it isn't really very nice what you're saying about your own wife, either. You ever think of that?
Look, I know her. It's taken me 5 years, but I know her.
Jimmy? Jimmy, I can't find the corkscrew for the wine. Jimmy, hey, what is it with you two?
Nothing. We were just talking. Here, let me have that rifle back, Slade. I'll return it to the case. Careful how you hand it to me.
Why, is it loaded?
Some of them are. I'm not quite sure which ones. Well, let go of it, Slade. Will you give me the gun back?
Oh, you coward.
Slade, what's the matter?
You gun-happy coward.
Will you give me that gun?
He's been telling me that you and I have been enjoying ourselves up in the forest while he's been here.
What do you mean? Sure we have.
That's not what he meant, Martha. I told Jimmy what I told you a couple of days ago, the way I've always felt.
Oh, Slade, why did you? What was the point of that?
When Jimmy asked me. Yes, if you want to know I love her, that's the truth.
And how do you feel about Slade, Martha?
Slade, please put that gun down.
Oh, it's an antique. It's not loaded.
Martha, I asked you a question. How do you feel about Slade?
Oh, tell him, Martha.
I'm not saying anything until that gun is back in the case where it belongs.
Okay, old buddy, take the darn thing.
All right, now you, Jimmy.
All right, I've put it away.
We're just friends, like the two of you.
Is that the truth?
Did I ever lie to you? Ever?
No, but maybe it isn't all the truth.
Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, what's the use? You and I know we aren't getting along. We live together, but who are we kidding? Ourselves?
You disgust me.
Hey, now, wait a minute,
That's
Jimmy.
the word, Martha.
I think I fell out of love with you, Jimmy, when I found out that without guns and hunting and all this campfire kind of a life, you weren't much of anybody.
You made me believe you liked it.
I had to make myself believe that.
So do you. I'm nobody.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't realize it myself until I saw Slade again.
I knew it.
I don't want to hurt you, and I don't really think it'll take you very long to get over losing me. You've got too much pride. Anyway, look, let's behave ourselves. We're up here, the three of us, alone. I'm sure we can all act in a civilized way. Now, I'll have dinner ready in half an hour. I'll get that bottle of wine open somehow.
Well, she's a sensible girl. Jimmy? Jimmy, old buddy. Jimmy, what are you... Mr. Conroy?
Yeah, I'm Jeffrey Conroy. I came as soon as I got your call.
You know Mr. James Burns?
Well, I'm his lawyer. He was just paroled from prison.
Yes, I know. I'm Sheriff Clark, County Homicide.
That's some haul up this mountain. What is it with Mr. Burns? Is he up here at Crow's Nest?
I'm afraid we have some sad news. Mr. Burns was found yesterday in one of these rooms here. Dead, sir.
Oh, that's awful. He's been in prison for 30 years, and a few days after he gets out, he's dead? How'd he die, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's heart failure, according to the coroner.
Heart failure. Well, at least he made it up here.
This lodge was the only home he ever had.
Yes, we've been checking our files about this place since there's a murder here about 30 years ago.
Yes, that's right. Jimmy's best friend was shot here.
I brought some old file photographs with me. They're in the room where we found the body. If you'll follow me, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, sure. Oh, how I know this place. Jimmy used to keep his guns here, these silver cups and trophies. He called it his trophy room.
Yes, now take a look at this photograph, if you will. This was taken 30 years ago, a bullet hole above that mantelpiece.
Where did they find Jimmy's body?
Right there on the floor, in front of the fireplace. Just take a look at this photograph here. See the bullet hole?
No, I don't have to. I was right here 30 years ago. I don't have to look at your file photo. The hole is right there in the middle of that panel.
And just take a closer look, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, my Lord. Is that a...
Yes. A second bullet hole. The same size, right next to it. That's why we wanted you to come up here. Now, is this old photograph accurate? Was there only one bullet hole at that time?
I don't understand the second one at all. It looks new.
Yeah, neither do we. There's no rifle, no gun of any kind found on the premises. House is absolutely empty. Dust 3 inches deep in the hall, in the rooms, and only one set of footprints in the outside all the way to this room. Here were Mr. Burns.
Sheriff, what do you make of it?
Yeah, there is something else. We made inquiries down in Trudeau. We learned that Mr. Burns' wife was living in some rented rooms and had been there for years under an assumed name. She called herself Miss Mantle.
Martha. I lost track of her so long ago. She just disappeared. I better get back to town and break the news to her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that, sir. Last night we went along to where she was staying. She was dead.
She's dead?
Yes. A seizure. Also heart.
That's uncanny.
That's not the half of it, sir. What's most peculiar of all, the coroner ascertained the exact hour at which Mr. Burns died up here. Mrs. Burns, down there in town, apparently died exactly the same time.
Crow's Nest still stands on a mountaintop on the California coast. The lodge is still empty, except for the secret it contains. We have come as close to discovering it as anyone, but even we don't know the whole story. How many of the old mansions and deserted dwellings in your neighborhood have hidden lives? More than you'd think. I'll be back shortly. Back to our old friend Chris Marlowe, who reminds us it lies not in our power to love or hate, for will in us is overruled by fate. Chris's old drinking companion, Will Shakespeare, saw fate a little differently. The fault, he said, lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. Somewhere between ourselves and our fates probably lies the truth. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Carol Teitel, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
And now, a preview of our next tale.
Oh, come on. All I'm saying is there could be a secret room.
All right. And inside is a lady that's playing the piano.
Well, that ain't too far off. Old J.J. Cartwright, he had a daughter. She was going to be a piano player.
Uh-huh.
She was going to give concerts. But in them days, you didn't have this women's lib. So ladies didn't do things in public, you know what I mean?
You're off again. You should have been a writer,
Anyhow,
Hugo.
This daughter of his, she was murdered.
Yeah? By who?
Well, I don't know by who. She was found murdered in her room. I figure maybe some prowler did it. I figure something else. Maybe it was a boyfriend.
It don't matter now, does it?
I'm only bringing the whole thing up to prove that there could have been a secret room.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. There's an old jingle that goes, "The rain it raineth on the just, and also on the unjust fella. But chiefly on the just, because the unjust steals the just's umbrella." Which is another way of saying that honesty doesn't seem to be the best policy. The dishonest are so fiendishly smart about figuring out how to turn a dollar without the tedium of hard work. Well, sometimes.
Back off, driver. Don't you see the light at the corner?
Duke, don't lose your temper. Remember what happened last time?
Ah, stupid cabbies think they own the street. I ought to hand him his head.
Duke, cool it. Do you want to end up in a slammer again?
Okay, Penny, you're right. This is no time to take chances.
Our mystery drama, Chapter of Errors, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Court Benson and Bryna Rayburn. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The time-honored picture of the artist is a bearded, emaciated figure in paint-smeared clothes, freezing, half-starved in some cheerless attic. I suppose his lot hasn't changed much today, which is not to say that fine art doesn't provide a great many with an excellent living. The art dealer, for example. Very few dealers starve to death. Then there are those art fanciers on the wrong side of the law whose occupation can be even more rewarding.
Pull over to the curb and stop a minute, Tuggy. Sure, Professor. Well, I can't park here. You get a ticket. Oh, it'll never do. We must at all costs remain on the right side of the law. Well, I could park around a corner. No, I don't want to park more than a second. I just wish to take a quick glance at Rich's window. You going to get out in all this rain? Dear me, no. I can see enough if I roll down the window. Huh. Yes, just as I thought. Same old display. Man has abominable taste. Still, he commands a respectable price. Like, how much would a picture like that cost? That? Oh, between $4,000 and $6,000, perhaps. No kidding. Looks like one of those things a kid does with his finger, you know? They do better in kindergarten. I like some of them others, though. Trash. And what isn't trash? Cheap copies. Nothing there for us. Drive on, Auntie. Yes, sir, Professor. Where to now? Well, we've covered most of the main galleries. Take the next left. We'll have a peek at Pinochet's before we call it a day. Too bad we can't find a boat. Good weather for it. Unfortunately, there aren't many people around. Pull up here. That's Pinochet's window. Yes, that's interesting. Very interesting. I'll give the umbrella. Yes, sir. The signs are propitious. What'd you say? We may have found a hit. There. Now, let's have a closer look. Oh, you do have the phony license plates on the car. Sure. Just in case. Now, let me see. But there's nothing here. Quiet, ignoramus. I don't know what you're looking at. More junky paintings. Magnificent. Quite magnificent. Where did he dig them up, I wonder? Two Picasso-colored prints very early. About 100 big ones easy.
100,000 credits? What are we waiting for? Augie, there's still someone in the store. We shall have to possess our souls and patience until after the witching hour. Professor, please, talk English, will you? We'll heist them after midnight, Augie.
Hello, Pinocchio Gallery.
Hello, chérie. C'est Gustave ici. Are you all right?
Oh, but of course.
Well, I was worried. I called home as soon as the plane landed, but you were not there.
Oh, and I was worried, too. You're so late.
What could I do? I only ride in the plane. I don't fly. What are you doing in the gallery so late?
Oh, I have been preparing a surprise for you. Are you coming here?
Oh, no. I'm too tired. I'll go straight home.
Oh.
Well, is it important that I come there?
Oh, no. It does not matter. I will hurry home, too, and tell you about it then.
Take a cab. Don't go out in this rain. And don't forget to turn on the burglar alarm before you leave.
I won't. Au revoir, chérie.
À bientôt.
Too bad, Gustave. I wanted you to see how well the window looked. But tomorrow is another day. It will still be there.
I tell you, Maminette, tonight I'm weary to the bone.
Oh, I think you are depressed, no?
Jet lag, maybe. I really don't like to fly.
Oh, I think you are just disappointed because you did not find a new artist.
Madrid, London, Rome, even beloved Paris. There is no new talent. I think they've forgotten how to paint, and the last of the great ones are dead. And I wouldn't mind if business weren't so bad. I need a new discovery to wake up the gallery.
I know we do not have much money.
Because I'm not a good businessman. Well, let's get to sleep. Oh, I forgot. What was the surprise you had for me?
Oh, it can wait for tomorrow.
No. You must tell me tonight.
Well, this morning, Mrs. Leslie Carlyle came by the gallery.
What did she want?
She has decided to sell her Picasso color prints.
Pierre, that is good news. And a good commission.
Oh, more than that. It is good, what do you say? Oh, public relations. Publicity for the gallery. Make the competitors sit up and take notice.
Once they hear of it.
Oh, they will know by first thing in the morning.
How?
Who else has 2 Picassos in the window?
You put them there?
Oh, chérie, I changed the whole window. Wait till you see it. It is beautiful, the way they are displayed.
I would like to have seen it right away. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, you were tired, Gustave, and it can wait. So much more pleasure for the morning.
Picasso. Ah, yes. What did you insure him for?
Insure? Well, Mrs. Carlyle must have insurance on them.
Not when they hang in our window. Jean, I have to get up.
What for?
They should be in the vault if they are not insured.
Oh, they are safe in the window.
How can you say that?
Oh, because, mon fou, no one could steal them. They are too well known to sell. And besides, we are protected by an alarm system. Oh, go to sleep, Gustave.
I don't know. I'm worried now.
It is raining very hard, and it is cold. I will not have you going out in this weather. There's no need. All the things you worry about, Gustave, they never happen.
Okay, baby. Come to Papa. I hereby the alarm bell. You were successful, Lucky. Hand me those quickly before they get any water damage. Here, Professor. Now, we better get out of here. Yes, the most felicitous idea. Home games and don't spare the horses. What are you talking, Professor? I'm Augie, and what's with the horses? Oh, figure speech, my dear boy. As for the other, what's in the name? Hey, Professor, you all right? Never felt better. Never had more. Come on, Augie, let's haul tail out of here and bed.
Hello?
This is Detective Gomez safe and lob squad? Mr. Pinochet Gallery's there?
Why, yes, he is, but he's asleep, Sergeant.
I guess you better waken him, ma'am.
What is wrong?
Well, I'm here at the gallery now, and there's been a robbery. I think he might want to get down here and figure out what's missing.
Oh, but where did they break in?
They didn't get into the store, best as we can tell. Just slung a brick through the window and cleaned out whatever was in there.
Oh, which window?
The one on Walnut Street.
Oh, no. I'll tell my husband, Sergeant. He'll get there as fast as he can.
You tell me what, Sherry?
Oh, Gustave. Someone has stolen the Picassos.
What Picassos? We have no... What, the prince? Mrs. Carlyle's prince?
Oh, too small, Sherry.
Too small? You realize what this means? If those Picassos are gone, with no insurance, Pinochet Gallery must make good. Where will I find $100,000? We'll be bankrupt. Look at them, Augie. Magnificent, are they not? And hanging on my wall. What's our payoff going to be? I'm afraid we shall have to settle for what the traffic will bear. How much? Oh, somewhere around the dealer's fee, I should imagine. Makes it seem so much more legitimate somehow. When do we collect? Augie, haste makes waste. Let us bask in the glorious heat of genius. At least until things cool down. But how long do we have to wait? But how long do I have to wait, Sergeant?
Till whoever heisted the prince feels the heat's off.
Can't we do something about it in the meantime?
Well, we'll work on it, but there isn't much to go on. I mean, the job was done 3:13 a.m., and we got there within 10 minutes. But guys like that, they're in, they're out. You know what kind of a night it was. Right then it was coming down in buckets, so dollars to donuts, there wasn't a soul in the streets. It's a business district like. Of course, we'll check out the few apartments overlooked there, but that's going to take time.
Meanwhile, we just sit and wait.
Right. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, Gustave?
One thing I am not going to do is sit and wait.
What else? Perhaps Mrs. Carlyle will do...
Mrs. Carlyle has been a good customer, but she's an old penny pincher with all the loving kindness of a barracuda. When she finds out, she'll want her piece of flesh.
I am desolate, mon chéri, that I should have done this to you.
It be of good heart. All is not yet lost.
But it is. We are bankrupt.
Not quite. Perhaps we can salvage something yet.
How?
They know where the window is, or was. Once the glass is replaced, I shall put a sign there.
What kind of sign?
A nice, polite little sign that asks whoever it was who took the prince if they don't please return them.
And you actually think this person or persons will?
For a price. Regrettable as it may be, but everyone has a price.
Oh, how much?
Well, that's a matter of negotiation. First, we must make the contact. Then, the contract.
Our professor has an interesting way of making a living. He kidnaps fine art pieces, much more tractable than human beings. When he returns them, in his own good time, after any hue and cry has died down, their owners are glad to pay a reasonable sum for recovery, since it's not from their pockets, but the insurance companies. But the first hitch in this caper is about to show up. I shall return shortly with Act 2. This is another of those stories reinforcing the old adage that truth is stranger than fiction. Another bizarre happening from real life that I cull from the newspapers. The first hitch in the case of Gustave Pinochet is that he has no insurance. Therefore, time becomes of the essence.
So, Jean, my little sign. What do you think?
If the person or persons who have borrowed the two Picassos from this window will return them to me, they will be well rewarded for their trouble. $5,000 will be paid, no questions asked. For any further information, please phone me at my home number, 555-4477, or at these premises, 555-4300. G. Pinochet. Very nice. Now, you put it in the window.
Of course. There. Voila.
Do you really think someone who broke in here is going to come walking past that window?
Why not? It's a very busy street.
But why would he risk it?
Don't you know what they say? A criminal cannot resist coming back to the scene of the crime. You see? People are stopping already.
What good does it do if they are not the ones?
Well, how can it be a bad thing? Something piquant, eh? They stop, they read, they say, so this is Pinochet's gallery, where the pictures are so desirable, people steal them. Then they say, let's go in and see this place. Then, while they're here, we are charming, we tell the story, we walk around with them. Who knows? Some listen and walk away, but some stay to buy.
I hope this public we are going to attract are all not like those two.
Where?
Hey, reading your sign.
Hippies. I don't want to know them.
Oh, no, me either. But I would like to know what they are saying. Oh, I wish I could hear as easily as I can see through the glass. Come on, Duke, let's move.
Cool it, Penny. Look at this here.
Look at what?
The notice stuck in the window here.
Huh? Oh, it's a person or persons for some mission at these premises, 555-4300 Pinochet. $5,000. But what's at the castle?
He's a famous painter. He hauls in a lot of bread for his pictures.
Yeah? How much?
I don't know, 10, 15,000, something like that. Maybe even more.
For one picture? No wonder this guy don't mind putting out to get them back if somebody hooked them.
Sure would be an easy way to pick up a stake. $5,000. Just for turning in a couple of pictures.
Well, what's the use thinking on it? We ain't got them.
No. But supposing he thought we had.
Well, what do you mean?
Hey, you got a good memory. Remember those phone numbers?
Yeah, I got a pencil. I could write them down.
No. Just fix them in your head and let's move.
What are you cooking up?
Just keep walking. I'll clue you in. Come on, let's cross the street and get around the corner. Back off, jockey. Don't you see the light on the corner?
Put a lid on it, Duke. Don't lose your temper. Remember what happened last time?
Okay, Penny. Them lousy hackies think they own the street.
You're supposed to cross at the corner.
I ought to hand him his head.
Oh, please, Duke, cool it. You want to end up in the slammer again?
You're right. No time to take chances. Come on. I got a phone call to make.
Why not just a phone call, Professor? No. These things must be handled with finesse, Soggy. Besides, the money isn't enough. Well, couldn't you hassle that on a phone? And give the police enough time to trace the call. No, thank you. Still, Professor, $5,000? We are not that desperate. Furthermore, it's a matter of professional pride. To take less than $20,000 for these exquisite prints would be demeaning. That should do it. You want an envelope? No fingerprints, please. Handled carefully with gloves. I think I got a stamp. Dear me, no, this is much too precious to be entrusted to the post office. You are going to deliver it by hand. Hey, what you say in it, boss? What I said is far less important than what Mr. Pinochet will have to say in reply.
What are you going to say to him, Duke?
You'll hear. Just hold it.
Hello? Pinochet Gallery?
I want to speak to Mr. Gustave Pinochet.
Gustave Pinochet, yes. This is he.
Listen, Gus, and listen good. I got to talk fast. Now, you're in the market for some merchandise that I happen to pick up.
Yes.
Now, I'll do the talking. You offered 5 G's.
Well, now, that depends.
5 G's or no deal. You wouldn't have one at all, except I got to have a fast turnover. Now, you want them pictures back or not?
Well, of course, but...
Now, just listen, like I said. You get the 5 Gs and 10s and 20s, and you be at the park at 10 o'clock tonight. You know the entrance by the carousel?
But of course.
Okay, now you come in that way, you walk by the carousel till you get to the fork in the road. You know, like where the right side goes up a hill and the left part takes you down by the lake?
Yes, I know where you mean.
Yeah, so far, so good, man. Now, you're coming on just the way I like it. So, you walk around by the summer house, you know?
You have not lost me yet.
So, after you pass the summer house, start counting the benches. Number 9, numero 9, that's where you stop and sit, right under the lamp.
Yes, and then what?
Well, then you wait, so there's nobody else around. And when I figure the time is right, we make the switch.
The switch?
You got it. The pictures for $5,000.
How do I know you have the pictures?
You'll see them. Like, how do I know you'll have the money? You'll show it to me, okay? Are we on?
There are a few questions I would like to ask.
No. There, you keep me hanging on the phone while you try and trace the call.
I'm not doing any such thing.
All right, then, what about the cops?
There are no policemen here.
You mean you didn't report the heist to the police?
Of course I did. But they are too busy to spare any men to watch me all the time.
Now, you better keep them out of it. You try and double-cross me, you'll never see the pictures again. Dig?
Yes. Please, Mr. Whoever you are, don't harm them. Not only for my sake, but...
You just get over to the park on time tonight. 10 o'clock. Got it?
Oh, you really come on strong, you know what I mean?
I had him eaten out of my hand, Penny.
You think you'll really bring the dough?
Like I know my name is Duke. It was a breeze. Hey, I should have laid into him for more.
Oh, what's the sense getting greedy? $5,000, that's a fortune. But what about the cops? How do we know they're not in on it?
Yeah, that's what you and me you got to make sure. I'm going to be in the park by 9 and scout that area. You pick him up at the entrance and make sure he ain't followed.
I don't know if I know him.
Oh, sure you do. That must have been him, that little fat character we seen through the window.
I didn't look at him real good.
So, we'll go back for another chance. What's that?
There's some guy waiting to make a phone call. He wants to get in.
Okay. You don't have to tear the booth down. I ought to jam it.
Duke, your temper. We got bigger fish to fry, huh?
Okay, Penny, I'll cool it. Sorry to hold you up, fella. Lois Lane here was just helping me get out of my Superman costume.
Who was that on the phone?
Lady Luck. Someone who is willing to return the Picassos, and for a price.
Oh, how? Where? When?
Tonight, 10 o'clock. All I have to do is to take the money to... the money. I have to get to the bank before it closes.
But, Cherie, wait a moment.
No time. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. I'm sorry, sir.
That's okay. You Mr. Pinochet?
Yes. But I can't stop now. I've got to make the bank. Oh, excuse me. Jean.
Yes, Gustave.
You can take the sun out of the window now. I'm sure Mrs. Pinochet can help you. But I must go this minute.
You say he just left this minute, Augie?
That's right, Professor. In such a hurry, he nearly knocked me down.
He left for the bank?
Yeah.
And he told his wife to take the sign out of the window?
Yeah, that's why I figured...
That someone is horning in on our act. Some crook who can't deliver.
That's the way I read it.
Well, he's not going to get away with it.
Now you're talking.
Augie, I want you to stick by Pinochet like glue. Don't lose him.
I won't, Professor.
Don't let anything happen to him. This is our caper. We set up the mark. I don't want anyone queering our pitch.
Yeah, sure, boy, sure. But, what about cops?
That's another story. Let's just keep our fingers crossed he hasn't brought them in.
Why did you have to call the police, Jean?
I did not want to take any chances with you, Gustave.
And I don't want to take any chances with the Picassos. This boy is very nervous who has called me. He said no police. If he suspects we... Well, he may take to his heels. I'll never see the prince again.
He won't suspect, Mr. Pinochet. I can promise you he won't even know we're there.
Better you shouldn't be.
Mr. Pinochet, let me ask you something. How do you know this boy, as you call him? How do you know he has your picture? Supposing he doesn't.
No pictures, no money.
Well, let's say he doesn't buy that. But this is just a hold-up. Supposing he's armed with a gun or a knife. Don't you think we might come in handy then?
You are right, yes. But please don't let him see you.
Don't you worry. Like I said, none of you will know we're there. Till we're needed.
Yeah.
Duke, it's Penny. He just went in the park gate.
Alone?
I think so.
Oh, you better hope so. Okay, trail along in case I need some help.
Duke, don't hurt him.
What would I want to hurt him for?
You know, you get excited.
Button up. You just get yourself over here. Okay. Come on, sucker, move it. Where are you? That's better. Come on, baby. Come to Papa. Okay, Dad. Just no quick moves. You got the dough?
Is this the young man I spoke to on the phone?
Yeah. Where's the cash?
Where are the pictures?
Forget him, old man. This is a straight hold-up. Now give me the cash.
Not without my Picassos.
Hey, Daddy-O, you know what I'm holding on you? A knife. And don't think I won't use it.
I'm not afraid of you.
Well, you better be, man. Just freeze.
No, not the knife.
You button up.
You, the dough.
You'll have to come and get it.
Oh, that's just what I'm going to do. You asked for this.
No.
Get out of the way. Okay, Dad.
Oh, no.
A shot in the dark that found its mark. But from whose gun? And what mark? Not from Duke. He carries only a knife. From the weapon that the professor's gunzel Augie carries? Or perhaps from the police. But more important than where the bullet came from is who stopped it. We'll discover that shortly when I return with Act 3. It's the boy, Duke, who lies on the ground. Penny kneels beside him, her face chalk white, her eyes wide with terror. Gustave Pinochet, his hair tousled, one lapel of his jacket torn, clings numbly to the bag with the money in it. Above them on the bank, at the edge of the circle of light from the overhead street lamp, the bushes still wave slightly in the wake of Augie's flight from the blare of police sirens as two patrol cars come hurtling out of the night.
Pinochet, you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. The boy, someone shot him.
Vic, Prentice, check the boy and radio in for an ambulance. Where'd the shot come from?
I don't know. That direction, I think.
All right, Porter, take the rest of the men and check out this whole area.
It wasn't you who shot the boy?
So you can bet it was no cop. We don't shoot till we're fired on. Besides, we weren't here.
What happened to you?
Well, believe it or not, we got held up in traffic.
I said I didn't need you.
Oh, sure. You did real fine without us, didn't you? Everything went just right.
Well, of course not. The boy was an imposter. He never had the prints.
What did you expect?
Excuse me?
Well, you put a dopey ad like that in your window. You're just asking you to get taken for a sucker. You're lucky you didn't lose your dough and your life.
I was not afraid of this boy. You listened to his voice, you could tell he was a lot more scared than I was.
Yeah, that's just when these young punks are most dangerous. He'd have carved you up without batting an eye for holding out on him if it hadn't been for your unknown friend.
The man who shot him. Have you any idea who...
No. Looks like he got away clean. Oh, maybe the girl can give us some idea when she comes out of shock, but I wouldn't count on it.
Well, what do we do now?
Get the kid to a hospital, get you home, and wait till the real guy contacts you.
You think he still will?
Oh, yes, I do. Better than that, I have a fat hunch it'll be real soon.
Why?
Because there's only one person I figure took the kid out. The guy who really has your Picassos. He just didn't want anyone else picking off his private pigeon. Only, do me a favor, Mr. Pinochet.
What's that?
This time let us in on it from the beginning. Give us time to set up a foolproof stakeout.
Augie, what did you have to shoot him for?
He was taking our Mark for $5,000, money out of our pocket.
Still didn't have to hit him.
I didn't mean to. The way things was, I could smell copper on the way. Professor, it's lucky I took him off as soon as I did. I just slipped him.
You sure no one saw you?
Yeah, I'm clean.
No sign of police?
I didn't stick around long enough to find out.
I wonder if he did either. Obviously, he didn't have a deal with the cops.
It figures.
Which also figures we don't have the luxury of time. We're going to have to move fast.
Like how?
Like the way things have gone, first we have to authenticate ourselves. Once burned, twice shy. And we have to move fast before Mr. Pinochet yells for the police. I think I shall go to the nearest coin booth and make a call.
Hello?
Monsieur Pinochet?
Yes?
I have in my possession 2 exquisite colored Picasso prints of inestimable value. To return them to you, I must reluctantly put a price on them. A fair price, a fraction of their value. The price is, $20,000.
How do I know you have them?
That's a reasonable question. You will have authentication in your hands before tomorrow morning.
And if I do, what then?
Monsieur Pinochet, I'm going to speak to you frankly. So far, you seem to have been a most astute man and stayed away from the police. Fortunately, I have my own proof of that.
Was it you who fired and hit that silly boy?
No, and I will not amplify that. But I see you as a sensible man. Can I be assured that the police will not be part of any future arrangements?
You seem to know about the first arrangement. If they were not part of that, why should they be part of this?
Ah, why, indeed. Then let us make the final arrangements. By tomorrow morning, you will have proof positive that I have what you want. With that proof, you will have your instructions. If you meet them to the letter, there will be no problem.
What are the instructions?
You will have them, and when you do, I urge you, so there are no more accidents. Follow them to the letter.
Eh bien, chérie. Wait here till I turn off the alarm.
Gustave,
Yes, ma belle.
there is an envelope here, pushed under the door.
Momo. There. The alarm is off. All right, let me see. You can close the door.
What is it, Gustave?
It's from them.
Who?
The ones who stole the prince.
Oh, how can you be sure?
Here. 2 instant photographs of them. And also the name plaques from the frames. No doubt this time.
But what do they want?
$20,000. Delivery tonight, as they describe here. And no police.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Call in the police.
After what happened last time?
I'm going to tell you something. We have a very lucky thing. We are one up on the thieves. They think we are not in touch with the police.
But we are. Why don't they?
Because this first time the police were late. This accident was made by God, it seems, and we must take advantage of it. Premièrement, there is a sign to be made for the window.
Oh, not again. Look at all the trouble the last one caused.
But not this one.
Well, what must it say?
Very simple. Convinced? Advise on safe delivery. Let's get it into the window right away. Hello?
Monsieur Pinochet,
Yes?
you can guess who I am, so listen carefully. Do you have the money?
Yes, as you requested. The largest bins are $100. No sequence in the numbers.
In his shopping bag.
Yes?
No markings.
Plain brown paper.
Then listen carefully. Go to Farley Plaza by the waterfall. 11 o'clock tonight. Sit on the bench furthest to the west. Put the bag between your feet and wait for a man with a beret and a red scarf. The exchange will be made.
Observe, it's raining. I wouldn't want any damage.
The artwork will be protected by plastic. You need have no doubt of our good faith. I hope we have your word. No police.
There were no police before.
Good. We have a date. 11 o'clock tonight.
You can hang up too, Mr. Pinochet. Could you have traced him?
I doubt it, but it doesn't matter. You go through with this, we'll have him sewed up tonight.
Like about that time, boss. Want to travel?
What time is it, Augie?
10:30. gives us enough edge to make sure we can make the drop.
That would be on the other side of town.
Where else?
Well, there is a last-minute switch in plans. A little closer to home. Get me that pigeon of ours on the phone.
Sure. Why the switch, Professor?
Oh, just a precaution. In our business, who trusts whom?
So we're all set, Mr. Pinochet.
Yes, Sergeant.
You know what you have to do.
Yes, I have the money in the bag. Keep the rendezvous, and then I wait.
But you have nothing to worry about.
Supposing these criminals find out that it is, what do you call it, a gambler's role my husband is carrying.
Well, would you want him to risk $20,000?
Where my husband's life is concerned, it would be a small price.
Jean, my sweet, trust the sergeant. There's no danger. And the criminal should be apprehended.
Eh bien, all right. I only wish you did not have to go.
And if they don't see me, there's no way it can work.
Okay. Now, we're going to clear out so there's no sign of us around. But we're going to be covering that drop like a tent. You get there, Mr. Pinochet, we're all home free.
Yes?
Mr. Pinochet,
Yes?
there is a change in plans. You want your Picassos? Be at the corner of Stanhope and Chalmers within 10 minutes.
But I don't know if I can make it.
Better, Mr. Pinochet, if you are not there, you may never see them again. Don't stop for anything. Just get there.
Please, whoever you are, please.
What is it, Gustave?
My coat. Quickly, I have no time to talk.
Well, here is your coat. What?
Change of plan. I must hurry or the pictures will be gone forever.
But what about the sergeant?
It's too late to let him know.
But you cannot go without his protection.
Give me the brown bag.
No, Gustave. I won't let you risk it.
I won't allow you not to let me.
But if they find out that all the money is not there...
I will explain. I will make other arrangements. Jean, I must go.
They could take what money you have and also your life.
If I do not get those pictures back, I have no life left. Monsieur Pinochet. Yes? You have my pictures?
Right here. You have the money?
Here, in the brown bag.
Get in.
No, I...
Don't you want to check the Picassos?
Yes,
I would like to check the money. Get in.
Why can't we just make the exchange? It's a gun. Oh, move.
Now, let's get away from here fast.
There's something I have to explain, whoever you are.
There will be plenty of time for that when we get to where we're going. You seem nervous. Monsieur Pinochet, this wouldn't be some kind of a double cross, would it?
Oh, no, not exactly. You
have put us to a good deal of difficulty in this, sir. I wouldn't want anything else to go wrong. It is a toll car. Road car. It is a double cross. Turn. Go back.
There's no chance. 2 police cars behind us. We're trapped.
All right, you're locked in. Cut the engine and come out with your hands over your heads. This is Sergeant Gomez, City Police. Do not harm your passenger or the pictures. You are boxed in.
But how did you get there, Sergeant?
Well, Mr. Pinochet, once burned, twice shy, huh? After that first goof of mine, I was sticking closer to you than your own shadow. I let the boys stake out the first drop while I stuck to you from the moment you left the house.
I don't know how to thank you.
Just doing my job. But, just for kicks, can I have a look at what $100,000 worth of art looks like?
Oh, be my guest, as they say. Let me hang them. Here, on the wall. Eh bien, what do you think?
Maybe I better not tell you. It could be just lucky I never saw them to begin with. I could have figured what's all the shooting about anyway.
De gustibus non disputandum est. In matters of taste, there are no arguments. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But whatever your point of view, that the Picassos were saved for posterity. One factor is beyond dispute: their value in the marketplace, and the story, which is in the main a true one, that happened last year in one of our major cities. I shall be back shortly.
You got roots. I got roots. Jesus in the sky got roots. Everything that breathes got ties and roots. And every time we burn a tree, we're breaking up the family. Birds got roots. Bees got roots. All the children of the trees got roots. Moss got roots. Weeds got roots. All the flowers and the leaves got roots. And every time we burn a tree, we're breaking up the family.
This has been a public service message on behalf of this station, the Ad Council, your state foresters, the Forest Service, Smokey Bear, and every living thing.
In all of our lives, there is at least one story which happened to us, or a close relative or friend, which is stranger than any fiction. As a storyteller, I love to collect these yarns and retell them for all our listeners. If, as you listen to Mystery Theater, you find any story strikes a chord or parallels something that happened to you, you're probably right. Reflect with Ecclesiastes 1:7. That which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Our cast included Bryna Rayburn, Court Benson, Russell Horton, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Evidently, robbery was not a motive. Was the door unlocked when the body was discovered?
The butler who discovered the deed told me it was.
That would account for it.
Account for what?
The old man looks out the window, is hit on the head, falls back inside, and either the killer or somebody else enters and acts like a college boy on a rampage, turning the place topsy-turvy.
You're of the opinion, then, that all this was some sort of prank?
Look on the floor there, Inspector, near the door. The vases, the pipe rack, the pipes, the Chelsea and Staffordshire figurines are lined up on the floor as though they were marching out the door. Who would bother to play tricks with furniture, having just killed a man?
A young lady, as I have said, a madman.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Mm-hmm.